the tank, flex tank from Tough Luck or Meta Rejects, and then and then our additional caster here again. He's learning how to breathe still, but let's cut him some slack today. That is former Dracaris main tank, now currently not playing the game anymore, CrypticForce.
Saw like the schedules come out. I did think Gravity and Harmony Chaos would be it should be a good game, but this is a game I personally wanted to see slash cast because these teams have been great.
Oh yeah, and both teams have so much skill. But what do you think it's going to take for Solo Cup to beat the number one, or excuse me, formerly number one? But they've kind of gone up and down throughout the time. But they're the team to beat for sure. Solo Cup being the underdog. What do you think Solo Cup needs to do to take down this juggernaut of a team?
Just go goats.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'll come out and say here. I think we're one of the better goats teams still left in the playoffs.
I can agree with that for sure. I mean,
Yeah, like I
coached
can
them
see
up.
them. Yeah, Zubi's coached them. I think I'd have to put him at number 2 because Gravity. That's still gonna be very formidable on goats. But I think main tank is very important in goats because I'm a little bit biased. I think Lightro's great main tank, and I think he's gonna get an edge over Yojak in a goats matchup, assuming it's not Woods and goats are if it's Ryan and Ryan. But I think I'll bet Ryan v Ryan. I think Lightrose is gonna dominate.
Yeah, and I mean, let's before we continue, let's thank Red Gear for all his hard work and putting up these beautiful graphics that we have now.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic.
Wait till season 3, guys. This is just the beginning. But Red Gear, thank you for everything you've done so far, and continue to see what you do work in the future.
Oh yeah, and for Kingdom Seamounts and sub matches, don't forget to go subscribe to Kingdom.
Smile.
Yeah, he didn't pay me to say that one, but he should.
So let's talk tank matchup, as you were saying before. Light Rose, Bethcon, Gios, who we'll see later on, Yojak, Fluffle. All these. I don't think Fluffle's. I think Fluffle's a support, but
yeah, he has a support.
I'm looking at the list, and my bad. Yojak, Sif, all these different players. What do you think?
Klopsy?
Klopsy? Is it Klopsy? Oh, yeah, okay. I think Sif and Klopsy both share tank roles, but I could be.
Yeah, we don't know much.
But which team has the better tank line in your opinion? If we are talking goats on goats.
Well, most of the time we don't really see the Winston goats, and from my understanding, the map pool is probably going to be favored a little bit more towards Ryan because I always forget the map pool when we go into this. Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more Reinhardt here. So I got to give the edge to solo cups here just on Matt Ryan alone. Diva matchup, it's definitely going to be important with grab heats and etc. But I definitely think it's going to be interesting to see. I believe Spooderman is a hit scan. Not sure if it's Spooder or Grumpy.
Grumpy's or whatever the hell he wants to play, Gan.
Yeah, so the Zarya matchup's going to be interesting because we do have Smugs, and we was voted MVP. He's an incredible player. I've only played with him once, a couple of times, but I'm aware of how good he is. DPS matchup, maybe something if we do see him go to a traditional 2-2-2.
Hold on. We're seeing map 1 without Smugs. Smugs currently experiencing, I'm guessing, technical difficulties. But map 1 without their shot caller, Smugs, that could spell danger right off the bat for Otaku.
If I'm on SOLOCUP, so you're just cheering right now. They don't have your best player with them. Zubi's already talking them up. This is how we're gonna take advantage of it, and especially if they have to go goatsy, they're not gonna have a shot caller to figure out what they're gonna do. They obviously know what they want to do, but it's gonna be a lot harder without your designated guy there.
Yeah, so, I mean, Smugs MVP, such a talented player, and we were expecting him to be the one to take out or at least match Grumpy Pants, but now the question remains: who is going to be the one making sure Grumpy Pants doesn't take the game over, as we've seen him do so many times in the past?
Well, now, as we've talked about, we're going to see Otaku on goats here. I'm not sure if we've seen them running. I haven't seen too many Otaku games. But, okay, we did see some dive looks coming out from SoloCups, and it was a complete bait. That's
Yeah, debated.
yeah, we're debated. Why did I fall for Zubi's tactics?
And we're gonna
It's
see a mirror comp of Zen Goats starting off on Goats Row, and let's see how this is gonna go. Light Rose versus Yojak, main tank battle. Excited.
Yeah, as I've talked, I think it's gonna go in favor of Lyros here. But as we get into it, it's just a little bit of poke. We're just trying to get in their position. We're just trying to find where they like. Looks like we're SOLOCUPs are just gonna go try and rotate through Hotel here. Oh no! Oh, it does look like we're getting a little bit split here, but not much is really going on. It's early Goats. Not much is really gonna happen. Yojak actually is 70% to that shatter already, 92.
Yeah,
but
Yojak's playing really aggressive
low.
here.
Down he goes.
Yojak's playing so aggressive, and he gets punished for that. And Spooderman picking up 2 on the Brigida, and if he goes for a 3rd, he does. He gets actually 3 in that team fight, so good on him. And Yojak and company are going to have to retreat.
Yeah, he did build that shatter really early, which is great for Otaku, but he couldn't stay alive in doing it. And Otaku's getting a bit staggered out here. That's not going to go good, because in Shree's face, you may have like 1 or 2 fights here to recontest, and it looks like Sif will fall, and I'm assuming, who is that? Panda will fall as well. And they're still getting spawned, and they just capped. This is just a brutal spawn camp by SOLOCUPs here, and as Yojak and falls.
And right now, if you're Otaku, it's time to recalibrate, come together, maybe switch off the Goats comp. Clearly, right now, you're being outmatched on Goats. Klopsy's going to try to make a narrow escape.
I disagree, because there's not much you can really go against Goats, especially on King's Row here, that you're gonna have any chance. Oh, Klopsy does make it out here. They are half
health,
HP.
yeah.
Yeah, half HP. Great, good on him. We are keeping 1, but Light Rose got a bit. Oh, that's gigantic. They do get Light Rose. Barrier is invested, but I don't think it's gonna be able to stop Otaku from just rolling over them. But we look
here
on
they
the
come.
right
They
side.
need to back off right now. SOLOCUP being forced back to their spawn. There's only 2 ults used there in that team fight win for Otaku. So great ult management, even without their shot colored smugs. I believe they're handling it just exactly what they need to do. But if you look at the side of SOLOCUP, they're about to push very hard here.
Yeah, we're gonna push hard. We're gonna try and focus down Yojak as they've been doing so well. Shatter does come out from Light Rose. It does get 1, but they aren't able to follow. Grab's gonna come out. They are going to counter.
Oh, but Klopsy gets Grumpy's grab.
Oh, that is just huge. And another shatter from Yojak. It gets 4 down, and 4 will fall here. Oh no, 3, my bad. 4. I was trying.
Just as soon as you think they're running away with it, they're being forced back by Yojak and company. He's doing great. And if you look at the side of Yojak, or excuse me, the side of Otaku, you can see 3 ults already available to Bethcon's 1 ult.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
And Otaku should swap off Ghost, by the way.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
Come on, it was a bit too easy. But if you're SOLOCUP here, you gotta go take a fight here. You just gotta make them bait out their ults. Just take it slow. Don't use anything. Yojak's gonna get really aggressive and charge in, and we're gonna charge her right back. Bomb's gonna come out from Kolapsi here, and it gets 2 grumpy. Oh, that was the excellently placed bomb here, and Sugar Rush are gonna fall here.
Sugar Rush? Question mark.
No, Sugar Rush. I do it again. Oh, it's all over again.
And Specs is feeding, even though he's not even playing.
Oh, he always does. Don't get me wrong, but we look on the bright side for SOLOCUP. They built a lot of modes. We're gonna have trans for our grab. They probably will have grab by the end of this fight.
Yeah, they look like 4 ults going into this fight now. Let's see what SOLOCUP can do. Throws the bomb out, and Yojak's gonna turn around.
Oh, and a Shatter's gonna come out, and they get Flufflepuffs as well. They're gonna charge Yojak. They're really gonna try and focus him down, and Yojak's gonna fire back with his own Shatter, and it's big. But Light Rose is still up, and he's just gonna swing. He's gonna get 2 down with that.
And he's got another Shatter.
Oh wow, if that's
Don't
just
smile.
Yeah, you want to know? You get it all. Who here wants to know? We're giving them out for free at this point. And a good stack on the Klopsy here could have been played a little bit better. Could have just ran to the cart, make him kill you a bit faster. But oh well.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, what you're gonna do? But I love this by SOLOCUPs right here. They're gonna go play up and keep 1 or 2 on the card. So while we're fighting up here, making them use ults, the card is still getting distance.
And look at the side of SOLOCUP, 4 ults right now compared to Otaku's 2, and exactly what they want is SOLOCUP kind of baiting them to push them just so they can use those ults to really win the team.
Oh, Yojak goes down again, and a Shadow's gonna come
Shatter.
We're gonna invest it. That is just gonna be a SOLOCUP victory here. If they give a card, Fluffle Plus, he's a little bit behind still, but he should be able to get out. But they're gonna D-back Klopsy, they're just gonna boop him. It's free real estate. He's just Just gonna finish them off, but they're still pushing them back to their spawn. They are giving them zero ground to do anything right now.
And it's so hard for Otaku to build ults when they're being pushed back so aggressively. They don't even get really a good team fight in without getting staggered. And so that's exactly what they need to do right now. Yojak needs to just continue building that shatter and hopefully win a fight here.
Yeah, but Grumpy Pants they're gonna have that grab bomb combo here shortly. And, Light Rose gets knocked off the map. Trans will be invested due to the grab, but down goes Spooderman, down goes Guava, and that will be a reset for SoloCup here. Not Sugar
SoloCup
Rush.
has the ults. Not Sugar Rush. SoloCup has the ults they need that they could possibly win a team fight. But if you look at the side of Otaku, they have 5 ults ready to go, 2 support ults that could really shut down anything that SoloCup could try to pull out here. So with that in consideration, they do not have the grab, so they have no need to use Guava's ult.
Ooh, that was a bit poorly timed by Yojak on the Shatter, but Kalopsy does pick up 2 on Cry and Light Rose. But it's just gonna be another reset here for Sugar Rush here, and it looks like they will get a bit of a stagger on the Beth here. They weren't able to do much, and that's probably for a better here. Just try and get back spawn to 6, just try and get back out there, get another regroup. Light Rose is getting really close to that Shatter, so we probably will have it by the end of this fight. SoloCups, they have the ults to need to win the fight, but can they use them correctly to win the fight? That's going to be the real question here. Puffs does have a beat here, so we'll see how that comes into play, try and save people from a Shatter. Light Rose does get stunned there, but no follow-up though. Ooh, grab will come out, Sif will fall, bomb is being placed.
Oh, it's huge! The best bomb, ladies and gentlemen. Even in playoffs, she's still knocking him down. Easy 3K on the Goats v Goats, and Otaku's forced to reset.
Well, I couldn't see who it was, but I think Guava or Light Rose moved out of the way, but still, the back bomb is here, and it's gigantic. Grumpy's getting really aggressive, just trying to keep them pinned in their spawn, not giving them any ground.
And with just over a minute, this is could be coming to an end.
Oh, the Shadow's gonna come out!
Committed.
Oh, it's gonna get free, I think, but the beat's gonna keep everyone alive, and the fight is just gonna rage on, but Light Rose
SoloCup's getting really split here.
But down goes Spooderman, and Beth does lose her mech, and this looks like Otaku's pulling it back. Sif gets for Light Rose. Incredible defense right there by Otaku, pulling it together.
And you look at the side of SoloCup, they do have 2 support ults ready to go, as well as a Shatter. And knowing Light Rose, he's been hitting Shatters left and right this game. And with no support ult available on the side of Otaku, this is SoloCup's round to win if they pull this off.
Yeah, they probably will take an overtime, which will not be the ideal here for SoloCup, but at least you will get 3 points, so you will have another chance to try and full hold them and force out a draw, I believe. Grab's gonna come out here really early, and Bomb's gonna come out. Light Rose is gonna get pinned, and Light Rose will go down right off the bat, and that's gonna be really good for Otaku. Shadow's gonna come out from Yojak, but doesn't get anything. Grumpy Pants falls, pinned against Spooderman, and it's just gonna be Otaku just trying to clean up any SoloCups before they're able to touch members, but kills. But Befcon does touch, probably won't be for long here, but beat did come out by Guava. Shatter's gonna come out here, it's just gonna be desperation as they're trying to get to the car, but it won't matter.
And Otaku were able to clean it up after the early bleeding. They managed to come together and push them back, not getting the full 3 points they could on King's Row. And now we're gonna see Otaku on the offense try to finish this one up.
And this was out without Smugs as well.
And without Smokes. That's how scary Otaku can be, ladies and gentlemen. Without Smokes, they're able to pull off a clean Goats round.
Yeah, probably a lot cleaner than what we saw, and maybe we don't even see that early bit of a snowball from Otaku when Yojak got really aggressive there. Maybe that Smug's job, kind of like tame your Ryan back, because I know I can get a bit aggressive, and sometimes you just need someone to tell, hey man, you may want to back up, please.
Crab, Smugs was the problem. Crab.
Yeah, Smugs was 100% the problem. Just, man, I could play better than him on DPS, Kappa. But
yeah, big Cap.
Yeah, but what do you expect to see here, T? What do you expect to see here? It's just
I expect to see Yojak playing really aggressive and SoloCup taking advantage of it, at least for the first push or two, until they kind of reassemble with ults and take a better fight than what's expected. Because with the Otaku SoloCup, it seems right now Otaku's doing a way better job with their ult management, with their ult usage per fight. Even though it is very close, it is on the side of Otaku, I believe.
Yeah, and with SoloCups, it's just minor mistakes that I think are costing them, like sometimes overcommitting on support ults, just slight issues here and there. But they're all easily fixable, but will they be able to fix them in time? We'll find out in a couple of minutes here, so a couple seconds, my bad. And Grumpy's taking a bit of an aggressive position in Hotel here. Not sure.
SoloCup's playing really far back, allowing them to already get onto point.
Well,
Don't know if I would have done that. But let's see
yeah,
what
but
they're
some
gonna
people with SoloCups are getting a bit low, but they're able to heal themselves back up, and they get Sif right off the bat, and down goes
Nice.
Panda. And this is just going to be SoloCup holding here, but they do get a pin onto Grumpy, and they do lose Grumpy here. Oh, that will be pretty solid for Otaku here, because he will lose all of that charge. But he should be back before Otaku's ready to go in for another fight, I would imagine.
Yeah, Guava's on his way to taxi him just in time, and I believe that Otaku is going to try to rush here and possibly get a 4v2 fight if possible. And that's exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to take that 64 fight here. They want to get in, but Cry does get Sif. That is just huge, and we're going to see both members from SoloCups come back here. They're going to send to Yochek, they're going to kill him, but Grumpy falls again.
Yeah, I mean, Grumpy's a DPS, what do you want?
yeah, he's not off. He doesn't know what he's doing.
You said it, not me. He'll come for you.
Yeah, he'll come for me. I'm sorry, Grumpy Pants, forgive me. But
so let's look at the ult advantage on the side of SoloCup right now. They do have that shatter available, as does Yojack. So I think it's right now it's up to the main tanks to win this fight for each team.
Yeah, and Shadow's gonna come out really early here. It does get Befcon, but Lyros is so big. But Beat does come back out, but Sith falls again. I don't think I need SoloCup statistics to let me know that he is dying a lot first. That is a pretty big issue right now for Otaku.
Yep, and SoloCup, they'll fill you up, and let's have a team wipe there by the grace of Light Rose playing a lot more passive. Playing a lot more passive to the aggressive style of Yojack, and they're adapting to it well.
Yeah, and this has been a great defense from SoloCup so far. They've been really finding these early pickoffs on Sif, and it's just been snowballing from there. Because without that Brigitte, you don't have that burst heal to keep your main tank alive, or anyone who's getting really low and needs it. So they've been punishing Sif's position here, and they've been doing so well at it. But Light Rose is getting a bit low here, but he does have that shatter. He does go low, but he gets charged out of a shatter.
Big play.
But Yochek dies, so trade main tank's Beat does come out. Graph comes out from Grumpy Pants here. It is pretty big. Bomb's coming out, but they don't have a shield to block the bomb. Bomb's gonna come out from Klopsy here, and it will get to Guava and Spooderman. Both fall here, and Chans will be invested here. Try and keep people alive on point, but I don't think anyone's gonna be able to make it back in time. But Light Rose, he does make it here, but it's just all numbers for Otaku here, and it looks like Otaku will be taking point one of King's Row.
I don't know if I would have committed a trance there. In a situation where you know the fight's over, better to come back, recontest, and recontest, but come back and fight that choke, because now they're forced all the way back. Some of them might even have bad spawn. Grumpy Pants away, he might. Nope, he gets close spawn, but regardless, look how close Yojack is up to the front line of their line.
I think they are all there, but they are in a really tight space, and they're having a lot of issues. Yochek does throw it a shatter, doesn't get much here. Now it's up to Light Rose to land his own. Sif's a bit out of position. And it's just, we're going to see a shatter as Panda tries to retreat, and it does finish him off. That will be huge, because they reset his charge, and they win the fight off of it, too.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, as a main tank, when you're playing goats and you see people in front of your shield and get shattered, it can be tilting at times, because, you know, your job is to be behind my shield. Especially if I block a shatter and you still go down, unacceptable, especially in playoffs. So I think SoloCup took advantage of that, played it really well, and Otaku's gonna have to come together now and test.
If that was great by Light Rose, he recognized there was an Orion Shield or Personal Bubble to save Panda, and you can go take that fight, and Yochek goes down, but so does Light Rose. They are trading main tanks. Keep in mind, SoloCup, not SoloCup, Otaku spawned in.
Both grabs come out.
Yeah, they do have both grabs. But it does look like Otaku is getting the slight edge here, but they layer support also on SoloCups.
I think Best may have just gotten to kill his baby diva on Fluffle. So everybody take a drink. But
yeah.
I'm trying to get her mech back.
But we're gonna see a shatter in here, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get any follow-up because there's not enough there. It was a tried attempt at a hero play, but it doesn't go too well. And Light Rose is getting back right about now. Bomb comes out from Klopsy here. It does get Guava.
It does get Guava there. Poor positioning by Guava does get punished for it. And let's see how Otaku finishes this fight.
Yeah, they're just gonna clean it up. Light Rose, I respect it. He went in there, got a couple swings, try and get that old charge. So I don't believe he had shatter until just now. So I respect it. But Light Rose, he's been playing really well with Series, and I respect the main tank play. He's been landing some great shatters and blocked a couple.
So if you look at the side of Solo Cup, they do have the grab bomb available as well as the shatter. But on the side of Otaku, they do have 3 supports ults ready to go. So we're probably going to see a bit of a stalemate with these ults going forward here.
Yeah, they're gonna go. It looks like they're gonna go try and bomb Shatter. Oh, they're gonna get 2 down in the backline with that Shatter, and a bomb's
That's
gonna pick up
huge.
Pixel Rocket. That's large. You could even say gigantic.
You
And
even say a Yoda Chad play there, taking out their Zen, because that frees up a lot more damage for Otaku, for Solo Cup to commit, not knowing they don't have the trans available.
yeah, and let's just take a look at the ults now. We got what beat out of Otaku there. They got beat out. And they got beat around. They got 2 support ults out for a Shatter and a bomb. That's a great trade in my opinion. I think it would take that almost any time. And they still have Graph. Yeah.
Let's see
Grumpy's
how they're going to be playing this. Grumpy,
Oh,
the only ult available, and he does grab.
And they do give a trans out here, and it's just going to be up to Leiros to stay alive here and land in the Shatter that could put away this entire map right here. Grumpy's position's not being punished. He's just right behind him, just shooting. Yochak's getting really low. Shatter's gonna come. It's just huge, and they're just gonna wipe the floor with the remaining members of Otaku here. Fluffle's just trying to get away. They're all just retreating back to point 1 spawn. They won't even be able to get. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to make it.
I think Klopsy might be able to make it just in time, but I don't think it's gonna be for too much.
Klopsy will trigger overtime, but I think it will be in vain here, as I don't believe any members of Otaku will be able to make it back, as Light Rose is just playing out of his mind right now as playoffs since he's come to play.
Yep, and Solo Cup picks up map 1, King's Row, with a tight goats comp that they ran to almost perfection in my opinion.
Yeah, they played it incredibly well, and as I said, I think we're one of the better goats teams left in the playoffs.
I think my daughter. Smile.
Yeah, I would usually say, like, look at regular season, great boot by the way. I would like to think like teams like Havoc may have the best goals, but they got knocked out to Gravity, and I believe that was a bunker fest.
Oh my gosh, was it ever a bunker fest?
And we're not sure how much goats they're gonna see from Gravity, so Solo Cubs could be the best goats team left right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how good this is looking for Otaku. They did play them close, but they didn't have the Iris.
Well, I think that it's way too soon to count Otaku out. I mean, this was King's Row, this was Goats Row, and Otaku is not really known for their goats. Let's look at the other maps. What other things could Otaku do? Plus, to see Otaku did not have Smugs that whole time.
Yep.
Smugs is ready to play.
We do have Ilios and Rialto is also very good goats. Hadamura gonna be good for goats. Hollywood, you could run goats on it. Paris, you may see some variation there, maybe see some bunkers. And the tiebreaker is also a famous goats map. So this is just not looking good for Otaku. They are playing arguably one of the best goats teams here in a very goat-centric map pool. This could not look too well for Otaku here, but Smugs is back, so
Smugs is back. And let's see how the team is going to play differently with Smugs back into the rotation, back able to shot call. But I'm not going to say that was a bad performance by Otaku at all. They did stop, as you said, one of the better GOATS teams from capping all 3 points of King's Row. So if you're thinking this one's over, you're sadly mistaken, because Otaku made it this far not to go road. I think they're here to play.
It looks like we will be getting Ilios.
Yep, and Klopsy will go out for Smugs.
Yeah, we do.
That's exactly what Otaku wanted to do here, is get Ilios, get a map that's not 100% goats, and let a little bit of the DPS have fun.
And we will be seeing Gaios. I know we have talked about him before, so we'll be seeing Gaios in here. We talked about him. I think he's a good off tank, but I'm really curious what Azumi's going to crack out here for Ilios. We're going to see Winston goats, floats as the culture people like to refer to it.
Yeah, especially with Malalia coming in, being the Lucio specialist that she is. I'm expecting to see a good few boops on the side of Solo Cup here.
Yeah, I'm always down for a good boop. What's if I was me? You might cast it had like a 12 something boops, something outrageous.
I can't remember what it was, but man, that game was crazy. I think it was Havoc and Sugar Rush, maybe something like that. I can't remember.
I think it was Havoc and Sugar Rush. That was a crazy Ilios WoW, and I hope we get to see something like that again, because it was just funny to cast. It's like what I love casting, and I'm looking forward to it here, but back to Ilios, you could get away with goats on at least one of those maps here, not just regular Rhine goats, and we've seen that SoloCups are just better at it. They're just better.
Well, I
Otaku's
mean, you
not.
gotta say you could keep saying that they're better, but Smugs wasn't in.
Smokes
I'm,
wasn't
I'm
in.
not ready. I'm not ready to decide who's a better goats team until I see Otaku at full force as well as Solo.
And you know what? You look at this right here. This is a goats map for
It can be.
Lighthouse.
Can
Yeah,
be. A goats.
could very easily be a ghost map here, and I think we're gonna see it. We could even maybe see a Winston variation come out from Otaku here, which would, I think, throw a couple people, throw Solo Cup off even a little bit here. You know, it's not as strong, but if they are gonna run it, I think you have to realize it's just not very good.
Yep, and just like I thought, and I think everyone in chat can agree, we wanted to see some DPS, and I think at the side of Otaku will be running the Pharah Sombra compared to the Goats variation coming from Solo Cup. Or excuse me, the Sombra Goats. Sombra Goats.
Somber Ghosts, but I think a lot of the more some people really want to see goats. Like we just love goats. Everyone loves it. Like,
I don't know about that.
people love it. Trust me, people love this meta. It's a great meta. But we are.
I mean, for a main tank, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, for a main tank, it's great. But I'm wondering how this is gonna work out for Solo Cups here. They do get a scout here. Yojak, he's just gonna go take the high ground, gonna go try and poke. Light Rose does get hacked here. We are gonna put pressure on him, and we're just gonna collapse. And wow,
The
that was
Goats
just.
meta may still be prevalent, but not on every map, not in every situation. As proven there, Otaku just kept them alive right there.
Oh,
And this could cause for some switches.
we're gonna see some. We're gonna see some Winston Somber goats. So this is gonna be interesting.
Cyber dive, Goat.
Cyber dive. Usually you do see a Zarya in here with this because Zarya bubbles. You can go down there. You can contest practically for free. Nothing to worry about. Grumpy does get hacked and gets incredibly low, and Yojak's gonna finish him off here. And a big anti is gonna go on all of Light Rose Solo Cup here, and we're gonna be forced back off here without the Somber Bear all in this room here, just taking a good amount of cleave damage. With another big anti here, and we're just gonna be whittled down here, and I think it's gonna be forcing a comm swap here off this Cyber Dive. Is that what we called it? I forget.
Cyber dive, Goats.
Cyber Goats dive.
Cyber Goats dive. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what to call
Spanish
it.
Inquisition dive, Goats.
I would love for that personally.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you
but
would.
Grumpy does
Let's
get
go back to the
taken
game
down.
here. Look at the side of Otaku. 5 ults, almost 6 coming off for them, and it's all these switches that Solok have done left them with almost no ults, only close to an EMP.
And not winning a fight as well, so that's been a pretty solid issue here. But Spooderman is onto his Pharah. It's going to be interesting how it works out. EMP is going to come out. It's going to get free. Barrage is going to come out. It doesn't get anything directly, but they are able to get a kill into Malalia. And Light Rose is sleeping right now. He does eventually wake up. He gets antied, and it looks like Light Rose will make it out of that alive. But Chaos does get a bit staggered, and it's going to be last fight territory for Otaku here as Light Rose gets really low, and they are really trying to finish him. He's just getting so low, but he does have that primal to touch point if need be, and they just need to take a fight. I think Otaku successfully shut them down every time before they want to fight. Grumpy is in position to go set up a CMP. The EMP does go off. They do trigger overtime as well. They're going to rotate right to point. They're making sure they cap it. They do flip the point back. Light Rose is just going to go try there. Cause a little bit of pressure here. And Barrage comes out for Spooderman, does get Sif, but Spugs does kill Malalia. And Yojak gets Spooderman when he popped Barrage, full Fisher style.
Big bomb from Geos.
Geos, big bomb. Fluff does get a bit low, but Light Rose just can't finish him off, and it looks like Otaku will take the first map on Ilios.
And I love the way Otaku played that. They let them get the EMP up, let them even take the point, came back together, decided, okay, here's what we have, here's what we're going to do. They played it extremely patient. That's exactly what you need to do when you lose a fight, almost lose a fight like that. You recalibrate, you don't feed, come together, and you decide how you're going to take it back right off the bat before any more ults can be charged.
Yeah, that was really well played. It kind of sounds like something like you see like a team like New York Excelsior do. They gave up a point. Like they gave it up. They didn't go for it. They just took the time to get the position they wanted to go collapse on them after they took the point, and they just won the fight off that. They just had the better positioning. I feel right there. Smugs was just able to land in rockets along with Yojak, just tickle the entire team until they died. So
On the side of Otaku, they will be running a bit of a bunker with a pharmacy. They do have the Torbjorn as well. Kind of wanted to see Grumpy on the Torbjorn, but we will settle with the McCree.
give us Grumpy Pants Torbury Riot, but it's a smart pick in my opinion. But Farah, Smugs' Farah was causing a lot of problems. I think for solo cups, Grumpy Pants does almost go into Welbear, but he does not. So I like this composition. It's bunker. It's not much really happening. There's just a bit of poke damage. You're trying to find that pick, but Sif does find Grumpy Pants. I didn't even see where Sif was, but Spider-Man's getting a bit low as well. And
right now it's a bit of a stalemate, just going right back and forth as Sif tries to get really, really aggressive with the Torbjorn, going after Gios, and he does demech him. That could spell danger for Solo Cup. They are down.
Lego still has this pressure on the point, but they do end up giving up a point. Not sure if that's intentional. And Smugs' barrage, he's just been landing so many direct hits uncontested, and he does get grumpy. Oh, Smugs! Oh, Smugs!
Stop it, Smugs!
You just can't do that.
You can't do that.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's because the Geneva Convention. Man, they have families. Stop it. They're watching right now.
Yeah, welcome to the Overwatch Tranquility Playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, where we break the Geneva Convention. Every map.
every map.
But that was just dirty, and Smug still has his ult. He didn't even need to use his ult to get a triple kill.
Oh, look at Smugs right now. Oh, look at this. Oh, he's just gonna assassinate his only counter right now, and he's free to barrage. He's just gonna go in. He's gonna get Gaos out of mech, but Spooderman's gonna shut him down here, and he does kill Ventura, but picks Wreck-It does hit Spooderman, but Spooder does poop off Yojak. There's just so much going on. Oh, but...
Breathe, Cryptic, breathe!
Yeah, talk!
Okay, so basically right now, Sif is really playing this shield really aggressive, not letting Light Rose really set up how he wants to, as well as he is using his Torbolt to deny the point already halfway through. And Spooderman's gonna ult, but it's taken out by Smugs. Bit of a waste of ult right there. I think Solo Cup needs to recalibrate, come together, and decide what they need to do to take this point.
Yeah, they look a bit lost right now. I don't think they really know what to do. Nothing seems like it's working, and just a big Torbolt, it's gonna completely separate Gaos.
And Panda right now using his whole hog does get Light Rose's bongos, and he's still doing lots of work right there. Basically not needing to worry about getting pushed in as Smugs takes out Grumpy yet again. But Cry does manage to get the res off, but Big Purple from the side of Otaku. And Otaku Sport's been playing this round especially well, as Pixel Rocket popping off so far.
Yeah, and Smugs, I just want to talk about this man for a second. Like, he's been going after his encounter so aggressively. I think it's catching Grumpy to a point where it's off guard. Grumpy does go trying and assassinate. Pixel Rocket isn't able to, and this is just dominance by Otaku right now.
Oh, but Panda does get pulled in by Light Rose.
Oh wait, they do get that pull.
As Cry gets the res off. Oh, but Light Rose falls to Yojak.
Oh, but Smugs has that barrage as well here. Smugs has been insane on this Farah so far. And he has a brush.
Spooderman is struggling so much just because that Torb turret is uncontested. That's continuous damage coming at him, making his life so hard. Grumpy Pants finally does get the kill on Smugs as Sif wraps it up, as well as Fluffle, and Otaku dominant on the troll point.
Yeah, this looks a lot. Otaku looks a lot better with Smugs in the roster. And I think it also has something to do with Vicious and Goats, and this is what I think like Otaku's more famous for. Their DPS play, not their Goats play, and it's been very prominent so far. And Smugs, might I add, just absolutely insane this game.
That's mean. That is mean, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful.
65% kill participation from Smugs, and he's really come here to play after being benched due to internet issues or whatever.
Correction, not being benched, being DDoSed.
DDoSed by Zuby. This is not. This is a ploy. Zuby is in everyone's heads. You can't let him in.
Yeah, Zuby DDoSes everyone. Like, he DDoSes his own casters during production.
Yeah, he DDoSed everybody. But let's see what the plan is going to be moving forward. It is tied currently 1-1 Solo Cup and Otaku.
I think if you're solo cup, I think you just have to play to your strengths. I think you even maybe pick Paris. It may not be as strong of a ghost map, and we may see Bunker prevail there, but I think you want to get that out of the way so Otaku doesn't. You kind of force them into playing with goats, but they're gonna go over Rialto because it's a goat-centric map, and they can run this goats again, and they probably won't be able to hold up, even with Smugs there. I'm not sure how well. I'm not sure how well they will be
And
able to hold up.
Malalia and Beth are going.
Really quick, guys, jumping in here just so you guys know, the Harmony and Chaos and Gravity match is now underway. They are currently firing up right now. We will have updates to you throughout the day, throughout the night. Back to your casters.
Thank you, Yeti, for that. But that is coming back in. Waba's coming back in. I think we can only. I think we can agree on one thing. Goats. It's just happening.
I don't know. I mean, Rialto is one of those maps that you could either run goats or you could run really strong, DPS. And on the side of Otaku, Smugs is feeling it. Farah is definitely a viable character to run on Rialto, and he's been popping off on it. So I don't see any reason why they feel like they need to play goats against SoloCup.
I do feel, yeah, Farah is good on defense at a certain point, but at a certain point, like, if they get past first goats, Farah isn't going to be as good. There's not as much cover for you to hide behind on second point. I could be completely wrong in saying this. I think if you're having to swap to go to a second point, you're probably going to get rolled second point, and maybe even rolled a little bit into third, and then you maybe have a chance of stabilizing if you're swapping to goats late. So I think that's what SoloCup needs to do. They need to be very fast and aggressive on this goats, and just take someone out. Just keep getting most picks of a fight, and make them swap to goats, so they're at an ultimate disadvantage. I think that's how you have to play it if you're SoloCup.
Yeah, I mean, SoloCup so good on the goats as we saw on King's Road, but Otaku dominating when it comes to the DPS. This map could be a combination of both, so I'm excited to see how exactly each team plays each other here. With, as we know, DeathCon coming back in, really popped off on the first map, King's Row. I'm excited how she might be able to handle Mugs in the air with her diva, if that is the comp they do go with. And I'm sure Spooderman wants some revenge after getting almost basically shut down DPS-wise on Ilios.
Correction, I think he was shut down. I think Otaku just outplayed him on that
You're
map.
toxic, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do enjoy Spooderman and Grumpy. They're all nice people, but they couldn't do anything. Otaku just played so aggressively, and on that first map, they got like what, 1 or 2 fights off. It was dominant by Otaku. They're just coming to play right now.
I mean, that's what playoffs are for. You win, you go home, or you win, you move on. You lose, you go home. Just click the forehead and you win. So let's see what they're going to do at this beautiful Rialto located in Italy. Lovely place. Cryptic, what's your favorite comp to run here? If you are, let's say, if you were on a team. Cryptic on a team.
Finish in position, I gotta say.
Oh, God. Cryptic. All right, everybody drink. Everybody drink.
Yeah, I'll drink some water. But I don't even think I have to say at this point. I think it's goats here.
I think you think goats is for every match just so you can do well on Reinhardt.
Look at that! Oh, ouch! But look at this! I am a prophet. So comes goats.
What do you mean? No, you're not, because on the side of Otaku, they are running the Farah like I said they would, and they're not even running full goats. They're running somber goats.
We're both smart people here. But my brain is just slightly larger.
We have the light brain. But
nah, big wrinkle brain. But yeah, we are going to see a bit of an interesting comp, very similar to what we saw last time, and I think it's what Otaku wants to do. They aren't as strong as it goes, but with players like Smugs and Sif, who have just been playing out of their mind this series, they want to play what they're good at. They don't want to. They know. I don't think they can beat goats. I think they realize that they can't beat solo cups on goats, so they're just going to go try and play what they can beat them on.
And with Hybrid coming in on the Ana, I don't think we've seen it too much of him tonight. As I'm excited to see how the heals are going to change for Otaku.
Ooh, Lightrose does get a bit low there, but he does live in Guava and Sif right off the bat. Like I said, you just gotta get those early picks and pressure them.
Oh, but Grumpy is slept and killed by Fluffle.
Ooh, big sleep right there, and it's just, I'd say it's in favor of SoloCup right there to lose that pick, because Guava is probably always going to be on its way back by now. But
yeah,
if you
look at Smugs, basically uncontested right now, getting free reign, and I think he can build this up relatively quickly. Already at 80%, just about. do his ult. 90 now.
At 90 now, yeah, he's going to barrage him early here, as he should. Spooderman does get hacked here, but I still think this is looking still 5 for solo cups. And
Defcon trying to contest him.
Yeah, smartly enough, barrage does come in. Oh, recognizing the Diva is a bear. He gets another free with a barrage.
Yeah, I mean, Smugs is dominating right now on this far, and
4.
SoloCup needs to change their comp, or needs to come up with an answer for him, because Smugs is running them over when it comes to DPS.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. How many times have they killed Smugs? Like once or twice, and I think it's been res rate afterwards. Smugs has just been so uncontested, and it does look like they will be swapping off the goats here, to my dismay here, to go try and counter it. We're gonna.
You know, and as someone who's shut down Smugs many a times, all you need to do is play Symmetra. It's an easy clap.
Symmetra.
Bomb does come out, and it doesn't work out for SoloCup, forcing.
But Spooderman does get
Spooderman,
Sim.
yeah.
Ooh, and the EMP will come out from Grumpy Pants here. They do get Smugs on the ground, so maybe they can be able to punish him when he's on the ground, but no, they cannot. But Smugs gets slept. He will get woken up by Light Rose here. Can't really do much. Light Rose is in very deep right now, but he will most likely be able to make it out. Bomb will come out from.
Oh, this is a big bomb.
Here.
Oh, possibly.
Ooh, it does it.
Hybrid.
Oh, did
Hybrid dodges the bomb by jumping in the water. I can say a valiant effort from my good friend, but he does go for a swim, and Ana does not know how to swim. Believe it or not, it's not in the lore.
Yeah, but Befcon does get Yojak here, and Smokes gets hacked. I think he's trying to go in for a barrage right there, and it looks like SoloCups are just gonna clean up a fight here. As Light Rose
but
gets
Yojak picks up 2.
Oh, Yojak picks up 2, but Befcon picks up Yojak, and they are gonna Spooder and will pop sites here. Just gonna go try and make sure we get it, because this all from Otaku has been solid so far.
And SoloCup does have the chance to snowball the rest of this second point if they can continue getting picks.
Yeah, if they keep getting picks, they can snowball probably all the way to the third point here. And Tvh can't afford that, but they aren't able to get too many staggers. Smugs does have another barrage, so it's gonna be up to Befcon to completely deny that.
And I'm really paying attention to Grumpy Pants right here. They are setting up the EMP bomb, as you can tell, and Grumpy Pants does have that cocked and loaded to go as he's watching them.
Oh, but Smugs gives Cry. And Smugs gets to live after it. You cannot let that happen if it's SoloCup. If Smugs goes in for a push, you have to punish him. He just can't get away from that. And Befcon does get hacked, and she will be to Mac, but she smartly quickly resets. And it's going to be reset. Yeah, goes for a swim.
I guess you could say when Befcon jumped in the water, she went for a bath bomb. Am I right? Sorry. Okay. Anyway, so
I guess
EMP bomb is going to be the move for SoloCup here, as they are going to try to get set up. Luckily enough for Otaku, they do have lots of cover.
Buffalo goes down. Right off.
Oh, yeah, you may not even need that EMP bomb because it looks like Utaku's just going to back up and try and yield to space here. Oh, Smugs caught a bit out of position without his Mercy Pocket and will fall. Klopsy does get hacked here. But Yojak gets cryogenics right in the back line. And Spooder does get anti-did. Oh, we're going to invest in EMP from Sif here. And we're going to throw in a bomb and Nano and Primal. We're investing so many ults and we're going to win the fight. But you're ready for SoloCup out there, or you're a SoloCup player watching the VOD. Things aren't looking too bad for you. You got 6 ultimates. Oh, but Light Rose, he's gonna get 2. He's gonna pop Primal.
Not sure what the move was there. He does kill Sif, but I think this is more of a feed for him now, as he just supplied a lot of ult charge to Klopsy mostly there, halfway to another bomb again, and so they're gonna have to come together, regroup. But Flufflepuff does have that ult available, and Smugs 91 already to another barrage.
A bomb did come out from Beth. I guess Grumpy was in position for an EMP.
Oh, but he gets hacked out of his EMP.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. And Sugar Rush, they look a little bit disjointed right now. Looks like we're just struggling to get a group. No, Sugar, I did it again. I did it again. SoloCups, they look a little bit disjointed, but as I say that, Light Rose does get nanoed and he takes out both supports from Team Otaku. But Smugs, he wins out their support line. Smugs. He's just been on fire in a series on Miss Farah. Nothing they can do seems to be able to stop him.
One thing they did that did stop him was a nano-boosted fire strike to the face from the side of Light Rose, which I do believe won them that fight, as they are going to continue moving to second point. With just under a minute remaining, Klopsy currently hacked, unable to get any kind of DM out, and basically being a sponge for ult. Oh, but Grumpy goes down 86 to his ult.
Oh, they burn Nano! Oh, they burn Nano on a bomb! Oh, that is just such a big miscalculation.
Unlucky.
Yeah, that is unlucky.
But Lyros does get hacked here, but he does have his Earth Shatter here. And Yojak is in the back line like he usually is. But Lyros has his Shatter. He's just got to land someone. But down goes Spooderman. Bomb's going to come out. It won't get anything. And they do wake up Yojak. But this is the last fight for SOLOCUP.
Yeah, I don't agree how SOLOCUP played this. I think once they lost Grumpy, I think they should have just backed up. They did have grab bomb, or excuse me, they had EMP bomb available, but they kind of just threw it. Didn't get a chance to really pull it out, and so now this is last fight territory. And
I don't think anyone's gonna be able to make it back to touch it. Lyros just tries to make it. Oh, Guava does, but it does look like SOLOCUPs will win this fight. Oh wait, never mind. As Hybrid gets a couple incredible pullback by Team Otaku there. It looked a bit lost for him at the time, but Otaku just pulls it back.
And EMP is brought out by Grumpy Pants, and let's see if SOLOCUP can come together and play this better to possibly win the fight.
Back. He's almost back, and he has an Earth Shatter. And he has that Shatter. If he can connect with that Shatter, he does! It is a pretty large one, but they don't have much follow-up they can do on it. They do get Clubsy Automatic, but Yojak, he's still alive, he's still nanoed, and he is still in your back line. He pops that Primal, he's just go try to find someone out. Lyros gives anti-met, and Nano does nothing, and Otaku just wipes them off a point.
Otaku, the DPS is too strong. I mean, when you're being pushed around by Yojak on his Winston, and you're playing Soldier, how are you going to handle a pharmacy in the sky? I mean, it's just almost impossible with all the distractions in your face. Oh yeah, I mean, you could always click your forehead, but that's hard to do when you're being constantly pushed around by a Winston. I think that Otaku played it just exactly how they needed to, but I do think that SOLOCUP had a chance to win it if they played a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, SOLOCUPs, we did push it halfway, so this is still holdable, but Otaku's really solid, especially with Smugs on Sphera. If they can keep Smugs on Sphera, they need to find an answer. They just haven't been able to find anything. I know double hip scam's kind of a bit of a no-no, but at this point, I think you kind of have to consider it to help deal with Smugs, because Yojak can't contest two hit scans in theory at once, but I have been proven wrong multiple times. Or you know what? Just get Bastion as an AA gun. So you know what? Tomato.
And I'm going to be handing the commentary over to Ski for just a moment while I handle some personal thing. So I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
What have you done?
Well, yeah, what has happened? What? The Ski Force?
Ski Force is here.
Yeah, Ski Force is here. The superior force. Kingdom Force is overrated.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's overrated here, but we're gonna see this bunker code, so Mega Lol coming out from SOLOCUP here, almost at Sugar Rush again. This could work against this. Could work here. Bunker may throw him off guard. Ooh, Yojak is gonna get a bit low, but he will survive here. It's just free real estate at this point. Smugs just trying to find that angle. Ooh, and they do get a hack onto the Bastion here. So they don't really have that threat of that big hit scan damage at this point. They are just
Smugs raining in a lot of damage.
Like he's been doing all series, and well, Grumpy does take a bit of a weird rotation outside the shield, but Guava does fall here. This bunker seems a bit disjointed, but Yojak does get a bit low. He has to pop a bubble to stay alive. He will, but ooh, Collapse does get really low here, but can't fall as well. They're just getting a lot of damage out. And I'll take a look at Grumpy Pants here. He does have that ankle coming up here, which could be huge. Yep, and here it comes. Ooh, we do nano Yojak here, just trying to get into SOLOCUP's backline, but down goes Sif here. Ooh, and Smugs with a barrage, it gets free! Or, not free too, my bad.
They have not been able to punish Smugs for those ults all game.
Yeah, he's been just going in for those barrages, and they aren't able to punish him. He comes in, he drops in, and it doesn't matter, but Yojak pops Primal?
That bunker was collapsed really well by Otaku there. They did a good job getting a unique angle of attack at it, and SOLOCUP just did not adjust quick enough, and they paid the price for it.
Yeah, they didn't pay the price. They did pay the price for it. Like, they just couldn't get the right rotations, I feel. Like, Grumpy was taking really odd positions, so he wasn't behind the shield at all times here. But at least he got Primal out. Like, there's not too much fighting for solo cups right here. They've been struggling to really stop anything. Clogsy does throw in a bomb here, and the EMP comes out and will de-mech Befcon here. And there's not much he can really do. Cryogenics is really low, but he will survive for now. But as I say that, he will fall along with most solo cups. And if you're solo cups, you need to get out. You need a reset here. They don't got much farther to go here.
Exactly. Even with that EMP bomb, didn't really shut it down, but Smugs was just there again to capitalize on it. They need to have an answer for this Pharah, and they just nanoed Smugs too. Here it comes.
Yeah, another barrage. It's gonna pick up Spooderman, and it gets Lightrose in low enough where he has to back off. And I don't think he's gonna even be able to do much here. They do nano Grumpy. They found very Smugs, and it's just gonna be nano him with free and let him high noon. And Grumpy Pants just goes on a bit of a tear right there.
This is a holdable position now. SoloCup got him in a good spot here. They made the switch to Grumpy onto McCree, and I like that because they need some. Because right now the off tanks for SoloCup, just quite frankly, are struggling to be able to handle Smugs on that Pharah, and they need to do a better job of that. That's killing them really bad right now. And Grumpy made the adjustment by going to McCree, and I think it's going to be crucial for their success.
And I love this swap from Otaku. This is a fantastic swap, like a 10 out of 10 swap. Running Winston Ghost here, it should work really well here. Because Ghost, you just need to build ults to win the fight, and down goes Grumpy here early. They're going to have a lot more sustained. Beat will come out. It will keep Lightrose alive for a little bit longer, but not sure how much longer. He's getting a bit low, but he does get slowly picked up here. And they do nano. Yes, pretty bad goes down. We will see the Desperation Doomfist come out from Grumpy here. Guava is getting really low. He will fall to Yojak here. And Grumpy's going to come back. Doesn't land a punch here. And he's just doing everything he can to try and contest this point. And they do get Fluffle, but no one will be able to touch as Otaku take it 2-1.
Otaku absolutely came up huge there. I love the play that they made. Going with the goats there. And it was clear that SoloCup was not prepared to handle that adjustment. SoloCup absolutely came up huge, and really just honestly great work.
Yeah, SoloCup, they just need to find this answer to Smugs, because plays like that, they aren't able to punish him until it's too late, until we're already down 3 or 4 players. And I don't know what else they can do here. Grumpy got a bit more success, but he did have to have a high noon to get it. So...
Absolutely. They need to come up with an answer. Thankfully for them, they will have a halftime to get that taken a look at and try to sort it out. I'm sure Zuby's going to have a nice discussion with them. A very friendly, nice discussion where he certainly doesn't yell at all.
Oh, yeah, Zuby never yells. He has never yelled at me.
No, not at all. The big thing that's coming up here, guys, is obviously halftime, and we're going to be taking a break for that. But before we do, I do want to give you an update. The Gravity Havoc score, Gravity and Harmony score, pardon me. Harmony and Chaos.
You do it too.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Harmony and Chaos has taken a 1-0 lead in map 1. We'll continue to watch that one throughout the afternoon here, evening here. So just again, stay tuned, guys. We'll have updates from that match as well. But to reiterate, we are at halftime now, and the score is 2-1 Otaku over SoloCup. We'll see if SoloCup can turn it around. Be back in just a few moments.
All right. And we're back.
Yes,
Wasn't
we
sure.
are.
Yeah, wasn't sure Ski was gonna do the intro, so it's a bit delayed there. Apologize. Yeah. Not we haven't got a map yet, but we will be seeing a lot of you come back in from Guava and Gaos coming in for Beth on the Solo Cup side. Not Sugar Rush, as I would have lead you to believe, because I don't know teams.
Interrupting really quick though, because we do have an update from our other match ongoing right now. Gravity and Havoc. They were just playing Ilios, and Gravity.
Gravity
tied-
Havoc.
God damn it! I
Wait,
said
Havoc
it again.
Command?
Gravity and Harmony and Chaos. I just produced Gravity Havoc last week. Cut me some slack. Gravity and Harmony and Chaos. They tied the score on Ilios. Took it 1-1, or tied right now 1-1. Again, that match is currently in progress. We'll be keeping an eye on it. Back to Kingdom and Cryptic.
Yeah, back to the Kingdom Force. Correction. God.
Yes, the Kingdom Force, and we're so glad to be back after this halftime. If you could sum up how Otaku has been playing these past two maps, what's one word you would use to
Oh.
explain their play style?
I'm gonna say called a roller coaster.
Roller coaster. Okay, two
Because
words, but whatever.
Okay, yeah, I picture them all as one, but like you look at map one, it looked really close. Like the times kept looking like we were going back and forth. Like, oh wow, looks like Utaku's gonna run away with King's Row. Oh wait, looks like the Solo Cup's gonna come back. And now we're here, and it's just going up, and it's just going up right now. I'm not sure if we're gonna see it go down for Otaku and see Solo Cup come back up.
Yeah, and speaking of going up has been where most of the damage is coming from. As Smugs on that far has been just completely dominant, and I truly think Yojak is the reason because of it. Because Yojak is just doing so much harassing, not only to the backline but to the DPS, trying to focus down Smugs, creating so much room. And his monkey, everyone knows Yojak for how strong his monkey is, creating all the room he really needs for Smugs to take advantage.
Yes, well, yeah, I think we talked about it briefly during halftime. I think in order to maybe help shut down Smugs, if you gotta shut down Yojak, and I think you just gotta put your off-tank player dedicated on them. Wherever Yojak goes, they go.
Yeah, I mean, you would associate the diva going after the far, but in this instance, you need to punish Yojak for playing such an aggressive style as they did when they was goats on Kings Row. You can see Yojak was playing such an aggressive Reinhardt, and it did get punished for it. So they need to. SOLOCUP really needs to come together and make that a priority to go after Yojak for his over-aggression.
Yeah, they need to go after it. We're gonna see Hollywood, and I know we kind of talked about like what we should see coming out for solo cups, and maybe try and bring this back. And I know people said someone said Hollywood, it was a pick. I actually like this pick coming out from Solo Cup here, because you look at the rest of the map we're remaining. It's Hanamura and Paris. Those aren't going to be the greatest maps for Farah. So if you could get Miss Farah map out of the way and bounce back in the series, this is the map. And if they can even win this, it's a statement win. Because you can finally shut down Yojak, you can shut down Smugs, and now you have momentum in your favor where you're going to be able to run Ghosts a lot more heavily where they aren't as strong at it. So I think this is just an outstanding pick by Solo Cup.
Yeah, I mean, and Hollywood is so versatile. I mean, you could always go, oh, run bunker, run goats, whatever. But there's so many different things you can run. And color me surprised if Otaku does not run the dive again with the pharmacy.
Yeah, we've been dominant on it. There's no reason not to.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. That's kind of been my motto to life. If it's still working, you should just run it.
I mean,
But
until SOLOCUP finds a way to beat you, there's no reason for you to try to get fancy with it, especially in playoffs. Right now is the time to put the knife into the heart, the dagger into the heart, and really get a statement win on Hollywood. But if SOLOCUP manages to pull this up, this is a completely different ball game. Especially if SOLOCUP beats them at their own game when it comes to taking on this comp that has been so useful for Otaku. If SOLOCUP can beat them on that comp or beat their comp, it's even playing field yet again.
okay, we will be seeing an interesting comp from coming out from who is it? Taco.
Sugar Rush?
Yeah, Sugar Rush. And this is a bit of an okay. Yeah, they did swap over to Arrested because with a Winston, it was kind of a bit dance game because they wouldn't really have any value out of a Torb because that turn would probably be easily picked down. But Goats here, I think this. I'm not sure how well it's gonna work because Smug's just been dominating. He's just been holding left click over Solo Cups and may have yet to find this answer.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it during the halftime. Grumpy Pants is really having a hard time finding his way, making a mark into this matchup right now, as well as he does play usually, and as well as he is playing in general.
Yeah, it's hard. He's typically a great player, but he's just been kind of shut out of his game as well. There's not much he's been able to do here, but they do get Sif really early. And this is what I like for Cup. They're getting aggressive. They're just trying to get as many kills as possible. And Grumpy, he's already approaching their bunker. He is just trying to put pressure on them, try and force them to drop on
look at Smugs already has his ult ready to go. Halfway through the first fight.
He may have his ult here, but he doesn't have a team. And he does, if they look, they did exactly what they needed to do. They needed to just wipe a team. They wiped their team. Smugs got so little value, and they shut him down, most importantly, when he went for it. And we're going to see goats. And as I talked about, I think this is where you want for Solo Cup. You want them on Mr. Ryan goats, because you had shown earlier in the series you were better at it. Granted, they didn't have Smugs, but they had looked so good at it during King's Row here, and this is exactly what Solo Cup wants. Zubi's
Yeah, if you're rooting for Solo Cup right now, this is exactly what you wanted to see Otaku try to play against them, try to match them on the Goats variant. As you said, King's Row was so dominant for Solo Cup.
Well, I wouldn't say dominant. Man, Shatter's gonna come out here, doesn't really get much. Yochek does get desperately low, and there's not much you can do to save them, as they just punish him. And Lightrose, he's just gonna go right on in. He's just gonna go charge Tidebow. But Lightrose gets Sif here. And this is so in favor of Solo Cup right now. They're running the Zen goats compared to the Ana goats, and like the whatever how many versions of goats there are, this is the best version of it, because that Zen damage is just so good, and they're gonna grab really early. They're getting aggressive here. They're not letting them out of their spawn. Yojack, he's gonna get low, and Flufflepuff will fall. This is looking a lot better for Solo Cups right now.
And right now on the side of Otaku, few ults are being built, almost 5, and as well as Solo Cup with the 5. So right now, this fight is going to be a lot of ults, and I don't think a lot of kills, as this could be a stalemate fight coming into it.
And they are going to go try and touch, but they don't. Oh, but they don't, and the Shadow's going to come out. Oh, they're just going to go clean up the remainders. This looks like a completely different Otaku. This Otaku Goats, might I add, it doesn't look that good. It seems like they're so disorganized. They're not used to running it, and they're definitely suffering from it.
Well, I mean, that's the situation of when your team switches to goats after a team already has goats.
Yeah.
They already have the ult advantage, and that's so huge when it's in goats v goats. And right now, it could be just a snowball unless Yojack gets a big shatter or Smugs gets a big grab or whatever, what have you. But right now, it's snowball central unless they can make a stand here.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, oh, he does have that. But Beat does come out. They are trying to stabilize here. They're doing it well. Shatter's gonna come out, and it's big, but they're gonna have to pop. They do get him a Transcendence. They're gonna nano Yojack here. He's gonna try and get aggressive here. But Lightrose, he's building that Shatter here. So we may be able to see a Shatter coming out from him. Bomb's gonna come out. Lightrose has built Shatter, and they do get Sif here. Great charge by Lightrose to go put him in that position. Yojack, he's isolated. He will fall.
Oh, Yojack went way overextended there.
Oh, he was so out of position. But Balalia does fall into the bomb. So if this is your chance to stabilize for Otaku, would be it. But the Shatter comes out, and there's not much you can do.
Not much at all. I mean, this is, like I said, snowball right here. Yojack is going to try to come back into the fight and take care of things. But Lightrose currently popping off and cleaning house. He almost built another Shatter yet again right from the beginning of this fight.
Yeah, it's just been incredible. Like, but it doesn't. It's just a wipe. It's just a wipe. So Cup takes it. This is why I think that they hurt so much going for that bunker comp right there. I think well, it doesn't hurt them because that's really the only thing I think they can do. I don't know what I'm going on about. Kingdom Talk.
The stall is good enough for Otaku to get a few seconds off the clock. But what a dominating first push for Solo Cup, getting around 30 minutes. Well, that'd be really bad. 3.5 minutes plus, and see if Otaku can answer back.
Yeah, and as mentioned, I think Solo Cubs may be one of the best Goats teams around, and they swapped late. They're already at a disadvantage because ult advantage, and now it doesn't look like I don't know what you do if you're Otaku, because you didn't do too well of a fair comp that had been working so well, and Ghost didn't work too well, but granted they were at a disadvantage and got snowballed. I think if you're Otaku, I think you just go goats again. I know, just go goats forehead.
I mean, I think they gave up on the counter goats too soon. I think there's a possibility Otaku could have balanced that thing out, balanced it all out if they played a more.
Passive?
I don't know if Otaku played it more passive. If Otaku played in the style that they take advantage, especially on the second point, so much high ground. I think they could have played an anti-goats variant or just out damage them with as you see so many teams do. You could do the Junkrat Pharah approach, which was something that Meta Rejects tried to pull out against Altai-4. Though it worked a good bit, it wasn't enough, of course. But it's stuff like that. There's just certain little niche characters you could pull out that could really slow down the goats.
Yeah, I casted that game. Gecko's tires were just massive that day. They were mousy level. I'll say it. But we will see we'll see the goats mirror here. We'll see the somber goats here, which if this is solo cup here, I think you gotta realize if you're running a Sombra, and you gotta be very aggressive. Okay, no, they swap back to Zarya.
Unlucky. So let's see. It's going to be Zen goats on either side, as we know exactly what happened on King's Row.
Can we go take a look at Late Rose real quick?
Oh man, look at Light Rose right now.
Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Smugs is on Zenyatta. They're just behind them, and Yochak, he gets a bit low, but they aren't able to punish him. Great discipline by Light Rose to not get aggressive there when he saw it low, because he was low as well.
And SoloCup all very, very low right now, as Gios is going to try to DM as much damage as possible while the healers try to catch up on healing everyone. Yojak does go for a shatter, but it is going to be blocked.
Yeah, Panda is really low and does get demacked here. And Light Rose shield just got destroyed and here, but Spider-Man does get hybrid. And Light Rose, not Light Rose, Yojak does get his shield get destroyed, but he does survive because of that Transcendence here. And they're going right back into it. Spider-Man is a bit out of position here. There's not much you can really...
And Light Rose is returning to the fight with Shatter, so this fight could be over if Otaku keeps taking all this poke. They are going to commit Flufflepup's Lucio ult, and here comes the grab now as Light Rose continues to swing, and this could be a big Shatter possibility coming up right here.
Yeah, I don't think you pop a Shatter here. I know I said it recently, but great discipline from Light Rose there. A lot of rides, they want to go press. Me, myself, but they realize the fight is won, the Shatter is not needed. And they should clean it up. Great discipline.
That's great discipline, and you things would be for the coaching there. Because if it was any other tank in this thing, I promise that they would see the Reinhardt instead, it'd be a fat Q. So let's see how this fight is going to go. Both tanks currently in the stalemate, and let's see how Seth is going to play this. Big grab.
Yeah, but barrier does come out so they don't get too much, but Shatter's gonna come out! And KO's pop bomb! Oh, it's gigantic! And Hyper both fall, and the bomb does deep Mac, and it's just gonna be SoloCup cleaning this up. This is looking like a completely different SoloCup from what we saw in these last couple of minutes. They are just looking dominant right now.
I agree, they are looking rather dominant, and that's exactly what they wanted to play Hollywood for, was to get back into the Goats v Goats. Force Otaku to play their style of Overwatch, and their style of Overwatch is honestly suffocating if you're the opposing team.
Oh yeah, you're getting suffocated. Ooh, and Sif does make that swap and down. But this is if we just take a quick look at this Goats comp here, they are running but Winston, but Zarya is a bit more important than the Diva in my opinion here. So I think you need to swap that over here. Because Yochak, he's not going to have those bubbles to help get him in there, build that primal, to go split people up, to go try and get in there and get aggressive here. And Yochak, he's going to go in, and look, he's getting a bit low. The DM doesn't help too much, but he is able to get out, and Grumpy does get hybrid.
Yeah, I think this is panic right now for Otaku, just desperately looking for an answer. We're just over a minute remaining. I think that if they don't build a EMP fast, this one could be over before it even started.
Oh yeah, I mean, it could be very well. They're a bit panicked. They're like, okay, what do we do? Let's go to Winston. Yojak's a lot better at it, but doesn't seem to be working too well here. But it's only been one fight. But Smugs does get a pick on his Scooterman. But
Smugs is fine as well. But Grumpy takes Smugs out, and a big grab here cleans it up. And just over just under 30 seconds remaining, Otaku is in trouble.
Okay, yeah, Sif just about to have that EMP. This could be possible. They have both support ults. This could be their chance here. They do have that Shatter. If you're Light Rose, you gotta think, okay, they're probably getting close to that EMP, but Smokes goes down. Grumpy gets him. but the EMP comes out. Bomb does come out as well.
Oh, Panda!
Panda
Turns this fight right around big 3K! And Otaku is gonna clean up.
Yeah, but Panda maybe. No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not. Yeah, no. I tried to make something happen. Yeah, no. But great job by Otaku by winning this here. And Winston Goat is probably gonna be a bit better for second point here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, of course, like we said, the Somber was the EMP was the reason for that bomb being so huge, and that's such a necessary thing to play if you're gonna play Solo Cup. If you could play the Somber and play it well, it can shut down Solo Cup.
Yeah, and you could shut me down as well, but I don't want to talk about that game.
We'll hug it out? No.
Yeah, hug it out, yeah. But Yojek, I do like this positioning here, and Gayos does just go get on. He's just gonna go try and force him down. Shatter will come out. They do get the trans out. I don't think that Shatter got anything.
Oh, but Yojek missed his jump and he could get punished here.
Oh, he could get punished. Bomb will come out, and it gets Gayos. It's just bombs are flying left and right now, and they're just big bombs all around.
Big bombs all around. Didn't need an EMP for that big bomb. And I think it was all set up because Yojek took such an aggressive attempt there. And
and Grumpy Pants does get Smugs.
Yojek uses Bubble to initiate the fight. Tried to jump out and banged his head against the roof of the underpass, forcing him to be stuck there, unable to get out. And that's what the bomb became successful because of.
Oh, I've done that way too many times. But they are going to go try and get control of this high ground, and it's just Gayos to get up there to go contest him, and Smugs gets Malalia here, which could be bad, but Spooderman does get Yojak. They are able to punish Yojak here. And it's just a bit of a stalemate right now. Hybrid is low. They have some low players, but we do have a CMP here. We could see an EMP here a bit early. Cryogenics is getting a bit low. He's getting... but he will stay up though. Spooder is low, but the EMP will come out. It will clean up.
Smugs with a 2K.
Yeah, but they're both hacks, so.
I mean, this is what Otaku needed to play from the get-go. They needed to stand a comp just like this on defense, and it would have. I believe personally, it would have stopped them from being snowballed as hard as they did. And I think Otaku's finally catching on.
But I think it's not going to be a good call in the long term because. Vera, it's not good on third point. It's really enclosed. You're probably going to get shut down, and your hero's better on third point. Goes.
And let's see how Grumpy is going to use this grab here. As Mugs will pick up two. Barrage as well.
So, Kingdom, I think the answer to your question, how is he won't.
What'd you say?
You mentioned how Grumpy was going to use his grab. I don't think he will.
I don't think he will. Unlucky.
Yeah, he did have a bit of a team. But Solo Cup here, this is a really good Goats map where Fair's not going to work as well. I've said it, Goats is the answer. And see, Cryogenics does give that kill. They do give the res off. They weren't able to punish it here. Lightros does try and get aggressive here, try and punish it.
And it is so necessary that they get this point all the way to the end with time on the clock if they want a chance to win.
Aggressive on Lightros and Hybrid got... Not Hybrid. Grumpy got really aggressive on Hybrid here. Got it off on him here. And this is great positioning from SOLOCUP here. They aren't letting them get to the car here. They're keeping them pinned down. And they have some behind. They are a bit split. But they're holding strong. And Panda's still by herself. By himself. And Yojek does get to him. So.
And here comes the possibility for a big bomb.
It doesn't get anything.
And I think Sim's ult got canceled. Not sure what happened to his EMP.
Oh, maybe
Spooderman
hit him. Ooh, but Shatter does come out from Light Rose. Big Shatter, but Spooderman gets it too. Oh,
Spooderman 3.
Oh, Spooderman, that was gigantic. But let's just take a quick peek at what
Smugs is doing. Oh no, look at the stagger.
Oh.
Stagger. No, please.
But Smugs, he is still behind him with a barrage.
Oh, let's pay attention here. What is Smugs going to do? Smugs can make a really nasty play if no one sees him.
They don't notice him. And Badima's hacked. He's free to barrage. He's gonna go try and get
Cryogenics. But it's not gonna be. He's gonna use this. He doesn't be able to kill that Zen, which was so necessary for them to win this fight. And it's all Solo Cup in the kill feed right now.
Yeah, Solo Cups, they're just showing some dominance right now, and Barry should be able to clean this last fight up. And Lightrose does have another Shatter online, so he is free to just go in, drop a hammer. He does kill Sif with it, and Yojak, no, not Yojak, Smugs, he's just back on the ball. He's just desperation, trying to stall Lightrose with a great pin. He won't be able to touch.
Solo Cup tying it up right now, 2-2. And these playoffs have been, if anything, it's been just crazy. I mean, so many Game 7s have happened. I don't doubt that this one is a possibility to have a Game 7 as well.
Yeah, I think that'd be my second Game 7 casting, so I'm ready
well,
for another
Mazel
one.
tov, man.
Yeah, Mazel tov. And it's just, it's exciting for me to like see all these Game 7s because I know everyone here, we're passionate about the teams, they're passionate about what we're playing for, and I'm just as passionate at casting as they are. Okay, that's a bit of an overextension, but I always
Overextension, CrypticForce.
yeah, be overextending. Who would have thunk it?
So let's see.
Quick interruption here on the casters, guys. Again, we're following very closely that Gravity and Harmony in Chaos match. Hey guys, I got it. We are checking in there, and Harmony just took a 2-1 lead heading into halftime.
Ooh.
Again, 2-1 Harmony and Chaos over Gravity. Back to our casters here in this 2-2 match.
Just gotta say,
get ready. Go ahead.
That's a bit spicy. That's a bit spicy coming from a Harmony Chaos fan, because I actually, I think Gravity's kind of a favorite there, so we're down, but we're not out yet. So,
I mean, how many times this season have we said that Harmony Chaos was the underdog or not the favorite in a matchup, and they've proven otherwise?
If we win, they just win.
As we get ready, we are going to be jumping over to Paris, which is also a very goatsable map. I know how much you like goats, so you're going to get to experience that even more.
It's goats. It's just, it's beautiful. It's the best map ever.
So what is Otaku going to do to try to stop SOLOCUP's goats?
Well, they could run bunker, but I think the real answer to stopping SOLOCUP's goats is the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody drink.
Yep, take a shot.
Take a shot. But no, really though, what is something they could do? I mean, you could
bunker.
run but goats ran over their bunker on Hollywood First Point. You could run the quad DPS, which I don't think Otaku really does that much.
That would be interesting to see. I'm not sure how it would work defense, but on offense, I could see that working to a bit. Maybe pull something kind of a Sugar Rush book. See, I'm right using it for once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you run this triple or quad DPS, and so it comes down goats. It could throw him off guard here, and it could beat him here very easily. So, I'm not sure what we're gonna see. Dive could also maybe work on the second.
And Otaku will be doing the defense first, as Smugs and company will try to rally together after that tough loss on Hollywood. It is still anybody's game right now, 2-2. If you're SOLOCUP, you're feeling good. Especially with the maps left in the series, you're feeling really good.
Oh yeah, especially getting this one out of the way. I think this is a map you'd really want to get away. Bunker. We will be seeing, a slight mix-up here and seeing Sif on the, not Smugs.
Smugs will be running the Bastion and Pixel Rocket onto the Baptiste, which means they will be seeing a strong bunker possibility. But on the side of SOLOCUP, they are going to be running Dive, believe it or not. They are going to be getting off the Goats variant to go for a more cyber dive look at things.
What is this? Another comp besides Goats? What is this heresy? Goats! Just play Goats! All DPS must be in Brig or Zarya jail. But this Dive, I think it does have a good chance of beating it. I'm not a big fan of Genji because I think Genji is pretty bad right now. Like, Baptiste is just such a good counter against him. Like, the land should be great. We're probably gonna have to see an EMP blade for a big grumpy blade, so I think that's just gonna be it.
I'm paying attention to Spooderman right now, currently in the backline, picking a target to hack. He will be going after Smugs, but he does accidentally hack the Orisa, which I guess is good enough, but Sif takes out Cry, which is a huge kill on the main healer as Smugs DMX Gios.
Yeah, and Light Rose gets really low here, and they just go down. Now if I am SOLOCUP here, I'm not liking. I don't think you go for hacks. I think going for hacks is Garpy does almost have played, but I think Sarbra's going for hacks is kind of a misconception and even a misplay in my opinion. I think you get more value out of getting that EMP on that bunker and wiping it than just getting a singular hack.
Well, I have to disagree because I mean, if you jump, if you as Dive, if you jump a bunker comp and one of the bunker comp characters are hacked, that just improves your chance of winning on that dive so much more than whether or not, especially if it's a hack on the bash.
Yeah, or of a Baptiste, but it's all depending on how the team is trying to break the bunker. If Aircher's trying to get ults and wipe them, you don't go for hacks, build EMP, kind of what Spooderman's been doing here, but he looks like he may get focused down here by Klopsy here, but Sith does get a kill on the Grumpy Pants here, and Spooderman does get a bit low and will fall, but they have a EMP blade on an EMP blade on cooldown.
Yeah, and this right now is going to be the fight for SoloCup to win it all, and I'm pretty sure the side of Otaku knows what's coming. Not really much they could do other than seem to group up and play together, or just take down the Genji. And look at this BAP positioning. He knows it's coming. He wants to stay out of the LOS of that EMP, so he can drop a
lamp here. That is a pretty big brain play here for Otaku. Especially if it works, but there could be enough burst damage because it looks like they are gonna wait a couple minutes and try and get that EMP nano blade. Does look like he's just gonna go try and get that jump pack to go in there as soon as possible. If we do get the lamp off in time.
Oh, but Gios takes the lamp out almost immediately.
Oh, yeah, it was a smart play, but it doesn't matter. Gios, he was onto your tricks. He knew what you were planning. He just shut it down, and SoloCups are slowly getting a great point presence here, and they should easily be able to break the remains of this bunker here.
I agree, and it's all restart, recontest, or restart and go back. They are using ult right now just out of desperation. But that's just because they're going to be switching. Switching to what? We'll find out.
Ghosts? Question mark?
No, it's not Ghosts. Down, boy, down.
Oh, look, it is Ghost. It is Ghost on one end.
I'm talking to the side of defense.
Okay, I'm sorry, defense. Yeah, we do go Winston. I'm not a big fan of Winston on second point. I think it's a bit too enclosed. But Ghosts, we do see Ghosts. My favorite composition come out from Sugar Rush here. And Farah, don't think it's gonna be too good. As I mentioned, it's enclosed. Farah can't hurt you if it's enclosed.
I mean, there's a possibility, especially if they get supports. But let's follow Sif here and figure out exactly what the plan is going to be for this ult, because this is not what you should be running if you guys go to the Ghosts.
Oh yeah,
and those are not the targets to go after.
Grumpy just shuts him down. Grumpy just shuts him down. Karchak skips Yojak. He gets punished here, and SoloCups, you're just gonna start to slowly plow through the main remnants of Otaku. There's not much they can do here.
And right now, Otaku is trying to do anything they can to stay alive and contest for as long as they can. But right now, it is just a bit of a snowball for SoloCup, cleaning things up. Cry does get taken up by Klopsy, but Pixel Rocket falls to Grumpy immediately after.
Yeah, and we do see Ujek back on this ball, just trying to stay alive, just trying to stay on point, getting really low. So he does have that adaptive shield. He's just gonna go get in there. He's just gonna go spin to win, just try and keep this point alive for as long as possible. Beat does come out from Malali here, trying to keep SoloCup alive and well, and just trying to win the fight here.
And Otaku's gotten a full reset at this point, and this is actually very winnable, as Leiros does fall.
Oh, never mind.
But Grumpy with a 3K!
That gigantic grab and a gigantic 3K to follow it up, and it's just gonna, as we say that Otaku have a chance to take this fight, Grumpy just says, yeah, no, hold on, I'm just gonna put this fight away real quick. Is that alright with everyone? Alright. It was just
Grumpy, we were talking about it beforehand. Grumpy had a really hard time in the first, three maps? Getting a place in this matchup until Hollywood that's when SoloCup really started to push the pace and make this into you're gonna play a SoloCups game or you're gonna lose, and that's what Goats really does.
Yeah, and that's what's so down about Goats. There's not much you can really do against it, except you kind of have to just play it. And I know a lot of people don't like Goats, and I get it, but I think you just have to kind of I don't know where I'm going with that. Bite the bullet. You just gotta play it.
Yeah, I mean, if your team isn't capable of it, it feels bad, man. Because a team that is capable of it will run you over, will snowball you, 100%.
Yeah, it's alright to have a team kind of like Chengdu that can run these fun triple DPS comms, but you also look at Chengdu, you look at Leota Chat himself, man, he can go into that Rhine, they can run the Goats to just roll you over. Like, you have to be able to play both, in my opinion. You have to be able to run all of these comms. I know it may be a bit to ask for teams. I get that. But that's what you sometimes have to do if you want to run these CPS comms. You have to be able to play GOATs at a level where you can go toe-to-toe.
All right, folks, we're having a little bit of audio difficulties. We're working through it right now. Just hang tight, guys. It is something that is a work in progress. I'll do my best to cast while we're working through these here really quick. So just bear with me, folks. We have this audio problem being worked on right now.
Yeah, everything sounds better on my end so far. But yeah,
I apologize for that.
Otaku may have a bit of an interesting comp. We are going to see Smug swap to his Pharah again. Something that traditionally SOLOCUP's even struggling. We've had a bit of hard time dealing with. He's just gonna go.
So what exactly is the win condition right now? Is it the EMP or is it just getting the picks necessary to win this fight?
I think it's a bit of both. Like, if you can build that EMP fast, that's going to be fantastic. Really good position. And I think it's also up to Smugs to go find most connections. Like, he has been most of his series. He's been fantastic so far. Been like just finding the people out, taking the right angles. Grumpy does get a bit low, but he does get healed back up. And this is exactly what you need to do if you're talking.
Yojak is going to play this really aggressively, and that's exactly what SOLOCUP wanted, as they're going to push him back. And I think
but they do push out, trying to get him out, but they do get Malalia. But they do also get Lyros does pick up the Smugs here, so they don't have that threat of a Pharah anymore to go put any pressure on them. Lyros is getting close to that Shatter, but they do res Smugs up, so they now have that threat of a Pharah again. They do nano Lyros here, and they also nano Yojak, and Yojak lands a Shatter off and an EMP comes off of that roof, but Grumpy gets siffed. But Otaku will get a tick of a point, but out comes SOLOCUP. They won't get any more of a tick, I'd say. As SOLOCUP, I do believe they have numbers. They will commit a Valk into this fight here, because they must think it's winnable. People are coming back. I'm not sure what the call was there. Grumpy did go try and put a bit of pressure, and this has been a great hold so far by SOLOCUP.
Yeah, SOLOCUP's playing really well, and I think that right now Light Rose and company just need to play Yojak for his aggression, and really just make sure that they don't let Yojak take advantage of the fight. They're playing really smart now, just playing together, backing up, playing conservative. Exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, especially against this Pharah, like, especially with Smugs' Pharah, they need to play it really slow here. They need to play cover as much as they can, just to avoid Smugs' damage from above. If you're Otaku, you just need to drag him out to a point. Mulalia does get caught out of position here.
But Grumpy and Lyros cleaning up Clipsy and Pixel Rocket, or Clopsy, not Pixel, Clopsy and Pixel Rocket, and Smugs is forced to retreat.
Yeah, and this is dicey, I would say, for Otaku right now. The Pharah that's been working so great this entire series hasn't been getting much value so far, because I don't know what it's bad. Maybe it's like a Yojak on that Winston, which he does swap over to now, just creating this space, the pandemonium in the back line for Smugs to do what he wants. They do nano Light Rose here. They also nano
This could be
Yojak.
really bad.
Oh, and it gets to. Oh, yeah, that's just awful for Otaku right now. And
Otaku really struggling to stop them at any point. Anytime SOLOCUP seems to switch to goats, it's dominating, and Smug's still holding on to his ult, but Clopsy is still demeched and being staggered. This is not looking good at all for Otaku.
Yeah, they're practically down to mana at this point. I'm assuming he has bomb out of once he gets mech back. That's why he hasn't done the swap technique. Wooderman does pop a rally a bit early, making sure everyone gets their armor, but EMP does come out, and Barrage comes out. It does get Geos and him out of mech. But Otaku does look like they have a number. Rest does come out, and Smugs here. Shatter will come out, and Beat was invested as well here. Not sure how much follow-up they get. Gale does swap over to his Wrecking Ball here. Grumpy Pants does get hacked, and if we take a look at Grumpy Pants real quick, he's high charge. He's about to get unhacked, and he has a grab here. So this could be huge for SOLOCUP here if he can get this grab off here. If there's no longer a back, they get 2 of a grab. They give him Mercy.
Oh, but Smugs picks up 2.
Oh, but Smugs is gonna shut ball shortly here. But Light Rose, did he just walk off the map?
Oh, but Cryogenics does take Smugs out, and I think that spells the end as SOLOCUP picking up the big win on Paris, making this
big one.
Just
a big win. Grumpy Pants has made as we've mentioned earlier on the series, resurgence through the series. Like, he struggled kind of in the middle here, but he has been bouncing back hard on Hollywood and Paris. We look at the last map of the map pool. It's Hanamura. Do you know what? Do you know what that means, kids?
Goats.
No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna see double Spanish Inquisition mirror matchup. Calling it now.
Oh, everybody drink.
Yep.
This is SOLOCUP's opportunity to slam the door on Otaku's season. They have everything they need. One more map win, and it is all over. SOLOCUP, all they really need to do is keep running the GOAT strat, and I don't think Otaku has really figured out a way to stop it. Personally, I think switching to a Somber Ghost, if your regular Goats v Goats isn't working, pulling out a Houston strat, basically, and just depending on the EMP, perhaps putting Smugs on the Sombra because he is such a skilled DPS. So it's a possibility. If anything, it's something new to try.
Yeah, it's Hanamura because I believe it is the last map pool. Map pool FS would be to if Otaku were to win this, we're going to map 7, and that would be Li Shang Tower, which we could see some far there, maybe some triple TPS, but more importantly,
Goats. Smile.
I would love that. But before we go any further, is there any updates from the Harmony and Chaos game? Just gonna ask.
Did I hear it? Is that your beck and call, Cryptic? No, but in all seriousness, we do not have a current update, guys. That match is actually just wrapped up halftime. It's still 2-1 Harmony and Chaos. Again, if this match ends anytime soon, we will be going over to the Harmony and Gravity match to see if we can catch the tail end of it. But again, right now, 2-1 Harmony and Chaos or Gravity.
All right, thank you for that quick little update. But yeah, this I think going for EMP here, just build that EMP. It's risky.
It's risky, but it's the playoff. It's either it works and you win and you're a hero, or it does it and you lose anyway.
Or you look like Nene when he went for a grab against Soul Dynasty. So I think it's a bit too risky for my end because 2CP time bank.
Well, you're a main tank. You don't like risk. You like holding your little shield and
I take risk. I take my risk.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because I feed. So I'll not be an average main tank, but Otaku, they have been able to stop SOLOCUP's GOAT, so they most likely will finish with a good time bank, and if we really just rely on building an EMP and Smugs, or Sif can't build it fast, then you're going to be putting yourself at a time bank disadvantage by yourself, and you're just going to be basically shooting yourself in the foot, as SOLOCUP most likely will beat you, because that's the way they've been doing it on this GOAT. They've been practically unstoppable.
I got a question for you. This is a hot take for you right here. With Otaku being on defense first, give me a number percentage out of 100 percentage. What are the odds Otaku full holds?
I'd say 25.
25%. So you're giving them a fourth of a chance to full hold.
Yeah, I'd get a fourth of a chance. I think it's always. I think a full hold is almost always possible. It's just very minuscule if it's like Machine High Dragon Season 1 versus current day Vancouver Titans. Like there's a very small chance of it, but I do think it could be possible because we have earlier in the series seen Otaku shut down SOLOCUP's GOATs, but lately that hasn't been the case, and SOLOCUP has just been playing better. So
yeah, I mean, I think SOLOCUP or whatever Zuby said to SOLOCUP during halftime, really got them whipped back into shape, and the shot calling seems to be better. The ult management, the ult coordination seems to be better because on Rialto it was abysmal. I mean, you couldn't really tell exactly what they were going for. All the ults were out of order, and since then, though, since that halftime, SOLOCUP's been looking much more disciplined.
I do kind of like this bunker comp coming out because the Ashe with I think a Widowmaker is personally better because you don't have to have a Mercy to get a one-shot kill.
Oh,
But
Grumpy, please don't break my heart.
oh, Grumpy, please! Oh, please play
Please,
it, Grumpy.
Please, Grumpy.
I guess yeah.
Don't you dare switch. Don't you dare switch. We got 14 seconds. He hasn't switched yet, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's on the edge of the seat. Will he actually play Symmetra? Please. It doesn't look like he's going to switch.
I think this is going to be a great call here.
5 seconds. He's not going to switch.
Oh, can we take a quick look at Grumpy here? Like,
He didn't switch, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be seeing the Symmetra. Ladies and gentlemen, out of an unprecedented event, we are seeing the Grumpy Symmetra be activated. And he does have that gold weapon for Symmetra for a reason, as they are going to TP the point, exactly what you want to do against the style of bunker comp.
Yeah, that's boy! Oh, that was absolutely instantly destroyed him. But you have another chance. You have another chance at about 3 seconds here. Solo Cup here. You're gonna throw at TNT. Just go try and build Bob. I do like the teleport.
I like this a lot. This is exactly what I would want to do if I was them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go rotate off the high ground, and Vader's gonna go get a free. We're gonna go get the point absolutely for free. And Otaku, they're making a big mistake in my opinion. They are not rotating. They're staying where they are. They aren't getting the position. They want to get. Oh, Smugs.
Oh, but Smugs has a Grumpy. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. But now, if you look at this, it's gonna be a lot harder for Otaku to get test point. They're gonna go try and rotate around now. But it looks like there's a large miscommunication between Smugs and Yojak. If you go take a look at where they are, Smugs does get Spooderman and hit Light Rose here, but they do get the res off. And look at this. That's what, 2.5 ticks? 0 ultimates used by Solo Cup.
Yeah, I mean that was a good strat in theory, but soon as things started getting hairy, they needed to decide exactly where they wanted to play and force Otaku to play the offense and them to play the defense. SOLOCUP seemed to be very aggro, even though they had point control, and I don't think that was the move. Grumpy Van's still going to be on that Symmetra, thank God, as we get to see some more pro Symmetra play from our boy.
Because I think that's how you're gonna have to do it here, and I think you go throw off here, go teleport somewhere that they aren't gonna expect it here. They are Sifting. He's gonna go try and build some ult charge. Just try. We're gonna rotate the same way, which is incredibly smart because there's so little they can do to stop it here. And if we go take a look, they are going to rotate though for the side of Otaku here, which I would have rotated a lot sooner.
Yeah, and Otaku has rotated after this point now. As a bomb, it does come out. This could be a big one as well. As Grumpy is taken out, and Smugs picks up 3. As Yojak cleans the Spooderman, and this is going to be a reset for SOLOCUP.
We are getting close to a lot of ults here, but we're maybe getting close to 1 fight territory, so maybe this is a 25% chance, like reality, where they full hold SOLOCUP and maybe force them out of 7. Assuming Pig can't take it here. But they are going to
just like that, Cryptic has jinxed everything, and now SOLOCUP will win on this fight, and it will be a roll from here on out because of CrypticForce. So
yeah, that's a pretty
Otaku fans, DM CrypticForce on Discord telling you
semi or hate. Yeah, and they don't have EMP, so they are going to be able to get to point for free here without even having to use the teleporter. Grab will come out here, but grabbing a stationary bastion
here. Now let's see if Smugs can clean this up. Smugs does take out Dios, but Light Rose does take out Hybrid.
Clopsy! You can't do that! You just can't! It's the rules of D, but you can't boop a right off while he's shattering! Come on! Are you kidding me? We're gonna see a swap to regular go.
That's so good. But Otaku did burn 5 ults. If you look at the side there, all they really do have is bomb left. And on the side of SOLOCUP, they have 2 ults, almost 3. All 3 of their support ults to work with, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. It's straight to point.
I don't think you transfer it to point. I think you keep a Symmetra and you trans them when they. But
Clopsy gets a giant, and Smugs takes out Light Rose. Their target focus is all over the place. The SOLOCUP is struggling. Grumpy gets knocked off the cliff by Clopsy, and again, the cliff has taken out 3 SOLOCUPs so far up to this point. And right now it is currently 3-on-3 on point. But Clopsy gets booped off the cliff by Spooderman. A little bit of justice on the side of SOLOCUp.
Bob does come out, and it's just going to be desperation from SOLOCUP trying to get back to this point. But I don't think anyone will. And this will be a full hold, but 25% chance is real. Otaku will not let them get
not a full hold. They got 2.5, like 2.5.
Okay, that's practically a full hold. Changed my mind. Like, it's still winnable for SOLOCUP here. This is still winnable. If you're rooting for SOLOCUP back at home, this is still winnable. But
87% of first point was captured. All Smugs and company need are 87.6 to bring this to a map 7. Let's see what Otaku's going to do. And personally, I think Solo Cup got really, really, I don't know if the word's cocky or just, they got a little cute with what they were going to do on Amura.
I think Sim was a good call. I actually think swapping off of Sim was the wrong move here, because look at this. Here's how I'm processing. They had, like, what, 1 minute at that point? They had Transcendence. So I figured teleport around, just try and get the TP right to point, and then you Transcendence into the enemy Bastion, because they aren't going to be able to kill you. They aren't going to probably have enough DPS to kill you unless Hybrid were to land a big anti-nade, because I believe he was on Ana last round.
I mean, he's been landing anti-nades like crazy, though.
Yeah, it is possible that you do limit anti, but I do believe Malalia also almost had beat at that point, so during a fight, building beat, so you can pop that beat, keep your team alive. I know I don't think...
They also had the Booterman ult as well. They also had the Brig ult.
Yeah, so I think 100%, I think you just keep it. I think you just keep that sim and you just take that fight to the bunker with all of that sustained, and I don't think they'd be able to handle it.
And it is going to be a full goats look up for the defense of Solo Cup, as it Smugs and will be back on the far as on the Sombra. And if you're Otaku, I like this strat a lot, because all you really need is one good EMP to win a fight if you're playing well.
Oh yeah,
and that's
100%.
Only if you play it well.
Yeah, like you just need an EMP to take yourself to a map. So, and if you're Otaku, you got 4 minutes. So you play it slow here, go for picks, and just try and punish Solo Cup when you can. I do kind of like this positioning for Solo Cup here. It's not as aggressive, but you're going to avoid a lot of that fair chip damage.
And what I really do enjoy about the playstyle of Otaku here is they are playing very patient. Knowing how
but they do get Yojak right off the bat. Spooderman I think landed on and they just bursted him down.
But yeah, Solo Cup understands they need to play in the point to avoid the damage from the Pharah, but Otaku realizes that they have almost, just over 3 minutes. They can play this patient, build the ults they need to win it.
Yeah, look, Smugs. Look at Smugs real quick. He already has that barrage. He is just ready to just go in there, just drop a barrage of there. Malalia does almost have a beat here. They could sleep Dart Smugs out of it here, but it's gonna be up to Cryogenics here to realize where Smugs is and what he's looking to do.
And let's look at Smugs right now, as he is in a stranger position than what you'd expect.
Oh, but he's going right behind him. He's gonna go right for Cryogenics.
Smugs!
But Smugs is fucking past it.
The D-Mech.
Yeah, this is just huge for Otaku right now. This is very winnable right now. If you're Malalia, you gotta press that Q. You need to get that ult off ASAP, but you won't have time. But Spooderman does get a kill does get a big kill, but Shredder does come out. This is actually somewhat winnable. No, it is not. Never mind. Cursed it.
It's Solo Cup desperately trying to get back to point now. It's Cryogenics, and his little Ana legs will run as far as he can. But right now there's only 2 on point, which is not ideal if you are
if they can stay alive. Oh, no! Constant boom tip! Let's see! Oh, his boobs have just been insane with Sirius. He got 2. One would have been a Shedder. It probably would have put the point away. And then Clancy just boomed Grumpy Pants away into force that map 7.
We are going to map 7. Cryptic, get your oxygen tank ready, because you are going to be screaming your head off. I already know about how this whole matchup will go on map 7. And let's look at this boop again as Light Rush shatters the bottom of the map, and huge play from Klopsy.
Yeah, just gigantic plays from Klopsy all around.
I mean, that's play of the week in my opinion. No way. There's no way there's anything better than that. That's crazy.
We've had some good plays here. No, that's not play of the week. I think play of the week. Just don't forget to send your clips in. Oh wait, it's past that. My bad. Hey, bad Yeti. I think it has to be that Smugs.
Why you gotta rub it in your face, Cryptic? We're gonna quick interrupt, guys. Just want to let you know, again, watching that Gravity and Harmony and Chaos match very closely. A quick update there. Still 2-1 on that map right now, or they're on Rialto. There was a full pull from the side of Gravity, and right now Harmony and Chaos is attacking. So we will be again watching that one very closely, and we will continue to update throughout the night. But right now, main focus, of course, is on map 7.
Yeah, of course it'll be on map 7 here. We will be going to Lijiang Tower, I believe, was the tiebreaker.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep, and you know what that means, Kingdom?
Goats.
Oh, we may see some May variations on here, which is exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. There's a few things that can happen here. You could always pull up the Sim Goats, as I always like to do, as well as the May Goats. But on Garden, I think it's definitely in advantage of Otaku. And
definitely fits Gardens. if you don't get Gardens, I think Solo Cup can just 2-0 this.
And we are going to see. I don't think we're going to see too many changes, as Yojak will be using the little boys' room, the little monkeys' room, as we get ready, because this is map 7. It could be a grueling affair, especially for the players, and the players really got to keep their minds focused. Really got to understand that everything they've done all season, every single match, every single scrim, comes down to this right here. Map 7. One of these teams is over for the rest of the season. One of these teams will move on to the championship. So, it's exciting for us as viewers, but I mean, thinking about it for the players, it's big spooky, very spooky. And Cryptic did go to use the little boys' room as well, and so I want to be solo casting for just a moment as we get ready to finish up on map 7, Lijiang Tower. As I said before, I think Otaku does have advantage of Garden, but it'll be interesting to see what they do on the other 2 maps.
Do you expect Otaku to do anything different here? They've been running that Pharah perfectly. Do you see them making any changes, even on maps that are more or less suitable for a Pharah? For instance, we do have obviously potential for Control Center, as well as or not Gardens. That's the other one. What the other? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Control Center. I almost said Village. That's
Yeah, I know. I was in university. Yeah, good job us. Night Market.
Night Market. Yeah. And not to toot our own horn, but when last time Otaku did play on this map was during the Meta Rejects game, and they didn't really get a chance to do everything they wanted to when it came to the inside map control center, because Ghosts is so prevalent on that. There's not really any room to play anything else but Ghosts or Snows. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Otaku handles that pressure.
It's I could see a high probability of exactly what happened with our match against Otaku, with SoloCup taking both Night Market, and I think for me it comes down to who takes Night Market, because I think assuming that we get that, because we might not. Let's see, we're actually going to start on Gardens, and I think Otaku is the favorite here. Would you agree?
I agree wholeheartedly. I think Cryptic would agree. I think he may be back.
Yeah, back. I was just waiting for a good time to come back in. Thank you, Yeti, for stepping back in. But yeah, I would give this advantage to Otaku here, unless we see something interesting come out from SoloCups. I would personally like to see some triple TPS, because I know I talk about it a lot, saying, oh, that'd catch people off guard, right? But I talk about it maybe when
really
it
quick while before this match starts. Sorry guys, we are 2-2 now in the Harmony, Chaos, and Gravity match. 2-2.
Yeah.
Could we possibly see a game 7 there too?
Yeah, we may be able to cast that game as well. Double up.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I love game 7.
Yeah, we love game 7s. We love our job. Cryogenics, I love this pick here. Also love Lars' Moira pick here. I think it's just he swats, he's throwing it.
Debated.
Everyone just go report him if you're in chat. Just go if you have him at it, just go report him.
So we are going to be seeing a Goats variant coming out of SoloCup here. Not sure if I really agree. As long as they go white, I think it should be alright. That right?
I think Winston Goats would be a lot better call here if you really wanted to vote. A better call, not a lot better.
Yeah, and as you can see, SoloCup does go white now, making the fight have to take place in a very confined area where Ghost can succeed. And Klopsy right now, trying to do any kind of poke he can, almost gets low there as Zarya tries to get a little bit of charge off him, but he just gets D-Max right off the bat.
Really fast. But Yochak gets just as low, and he doesn't get D-Max, he's just dead. He is gone, he is out of a fight, and they can't get a res off. They do get a hack on the Light Rose here, but Sith, he's forced to translocate back out. Light Rose is still hacked, but he can still swing that hammer for 75 damage apiece. And Otaku just has to back up here.
And this is exactly what you don't want to see if you're Otaku, is seeing SoloCup with such good point control. Because this is such a necessity that Mugs and company
just
fight
comes
them out
in, but he's basically just feeding at this point. Like if you but Smugs, he gets 2, but Smugs will fall. Gales does get hacked. Light Rose does fall low, but he is able to hold that right click, and heals get up, but you can't get healed if you're anti. He does give a bubble committed to him. EMP does come out. We're investing so much into this fight just to take it back, and that kind of illustrates the power of it. SoloCup's Goats they have to burn what? They have to burn EMP,
Barrage,
and a Barrage to just take that fight away from them.
Yeah, and the side of SoloCup, they got a good few ults coming. They have 4 ults coming online, soon to be 5 if Spiderman can build it quick. and that's exactly what you don't want to see. So what SoloCup is, or excuse me, what?
Oh, but
That's exactly what you don't want to see on a SoloCup fan. Is Smugs making the fight take place out in the open rather than allowing them to go to white so easily. And so SoloCup is going to have to back up, get regrouped, and Smugs already building another ult, another barrage right now. So Otaku's in a really good position.
Yeah, Otaku's in a great position now that they have point control. They can kind of just spam them out as they try and get close to point. That's the advantage of having point control right now. But as SoloCup comes back around here, it's advantage to Feb. Barrage is going to come out. It's not going to get much. Smug gets really low here. Bomb does come out. Guava does get really low here, but he does live. And they do have... Grumpy does have a grab here, and Yoshak falls.
Oh my goodness. That's 1,000 health right there going out the window in just a matter of seconds. It makes you wonder how strong Goats really is. And rest in peace, Hybrid, as that bomb goes right for him.
That was just unlucky. He just had to accept that right there. But Goats is just so powerful here. Like, they have, once you get them on the point, there's not much you can really do to uproot here. Smugs, he did burn Barrage really early on that fight.
He does have another one.
Yes, Smugs, he's about to pop another one. We're getting close to last fight territory here. This has been a great stall out by Otaku. They are gonna go try and get a hack out of someone. Grumpy is still holding on to this grab here. Sif gets really low, but Smugs gets Spooderman here. But that's all he's able to get. But Hybrid gets Cryogenics. I think you need to. They've invested Shatter. And Smugs, he's still here, he's still ticking, but he is low. He does not have his mercy here to pocket him right now. EMP does come out here. They are just trying to turn this fight, but I think it's a horrible ult usage. You got it to one fight, but now if you're SoloCup, you can't give this up. It is all up to Otaku right now to outposition him.
Oh, Guava off the map.
That's huge. But they still have grab here. If they can land a big grab here and just clean them up here, this is still winnable for SoloCup.
And I'm paying attention to Smugs right now as he's already built another one.
He's going for a grab, but grab comes out here and doesn't get anything. It's Smugs.
Smugs, you monster! Picks up the 3K.
He's putting his team on the back right now. Spooderman gives Yojack here. Rest does come out to Yojack. He is back up. This is not looking good for SoloCups here. It looks like you can lose this. Smugs gets Cryogenic. Spooderman, he's just on point. He's gonna fall to Smugs. Smugs is putting his team on his back right now as SoloCups tries to get back right now. Light Rose is back on the point, but I'm not sure for how long. As Smugs and everyone is putting so much pressure on. Guava goes down to Smugs right now, and it's just all.
Did you handle the Mercy on accident? Or on purpose for a little BM, not too sure. But Flufflebuff does take out Gio's. Flufflebuff currently raining hell from above, but Spooderman's gonna go forward just to try to touch point, and it's not gonna happen. Smugs with the carry at the end there.
Yo, Kingdom, you also need to borrow my oxygen tank right there. Oh yeah, I'm waiting with. 5 barrages.
What is that fight, Blazen? That's nuts.
This man is an actual monster at this hero. Like, he's just such a monster on this hero. Like I watch him play Pharah, and I'm just in awe.
I mean, it's one thing to get a few kills with the brush, but it's another thing to get 3 against Ghost as Pharah. I mean, that's just crazy, especially when they had a trance up. And the Diva's right there. I mean, to say Smugs has some cojones is an understatement, because that man just popped off.
Like, I'm pretty sure I could see his balls from here in New York. Like, they're gigantic. And I don't know what else to say here, but we are going to see Yojack swap over to this ball here, which I think makes big sense, but Smugs gives Spooderman if Sif gets a kill into Guava here. This is just so bad for SoloCup here, as they have no way to speed him around, and they don't have that big AoE heal or that burst heal they lack now for this Goats comp here. Cryogenics, he gets hacked. He's so low. He gets killed by Yojack here. I think he got knocked off a map there, as I heard.
And this is a perfect choice for Yojack to play the ball here. It's so disruptive, and it's doing exactly what Yojack was doing on Monkey on the first match, is taking all the attention away from Smugs and creating the room they need, dispersing the Ghosts. Exactly what's called for. Perfect playing choice.
Yeah, I think that's such a better choice than Winston, because he was kind of hard. Just going in, he was getting instant shredded. And speaking of shredded, Light Rose's shield is getting shredded, so they have to wait for that. They can't really push in without it here, or they're just going to go walk into a hail of missiles here. But Yojack does fall down to Cryogenics here, but they could maybe res this here as he start to push and get aggressive here.
Look how much damage Smugs is just putting out. They're forcing them to not even be able to push, really, as Guava's going to go down right off the bat.
Does get hacked here, and Smugs, he gets Guava. so good. And Smugs with a barrage.
Smugs!
Too. Smugs, he is putting Otaku on his back right now. I think if you're Soul Cups, I think you actually have to swap. They are outbeating you. You can't get to point. You just can't at this rate.
And this is just Smugs is on a rampage. I mean, I've never seen Smugs play better than this. This is the best I've seen him play, especially on the far. I mean, this man is on a mission right now. This man does not want to go home.
And look at this angle he's taking. Trying to get aggressive. He doesn't want them to get comfortable. He's getting close to another barrage already. 67, 70, 80. Are you kidding me, Smugs? This is just incredible. And Grumpy Hands gets isolated right now. We're gonna nano Classy here. If it's just looking so bad. Yes, they have point control. EMP comes out. Barrage, another barrage from Smugs here. He's gonna pick up 3 here before he falls, and a bomb's gonna zone everyone else on point. Are you kidding me, Smugs? Show some mercy.
And this is last fight territory and last effort for Solo Cup, as they are going to be switching to a dive look right at the end here. It could be too little too late, as
I think
Cry
it is.
and Grumpy do have ults. But Yojak,
but Grumpy gets
so
hacked.
much
He
to
can't
the-
use that grab it. He's getting low. They're putting so much pressure on Grumpy. They're not gonna let him. They're gonna pop grab. They have to pop trance to get to point. And this is just so bad. Grab's gonna come out and gets Fluffle Pants. It does give him Mercy pocket out of the way. But Smugs gets cryogenics. Smugs is now without a pocket here. So this could be what Solo Cup's needed to turn this point around here. But Smugs, he's just getting so much damage out. He's 30% to another. Barrage by Smugs. He gets Quava. You'll check his Grumpy. This is so good.
breathe, yo, breathe, man.
Breathe. I don't care. Breathing's for a week, but it looks like Otaku will be punching their ticket to the finals here. One of the expansion teams will be moving on to the finals. Solo Cup, there's not much you can do. It's just a skeleton crew. Spider-Man kills Cloud Seed's aspiration. I don't think it will matter, as Guava will fall, and Otaku will be playing the winner of Harmony and Chaos versus Gravity shortly.
Otaku just played their hearts out on this map. I mean, to say Solo Cup wasn't just a dominant force playing up and down all over the place. But this man right here, your MVP, taking it home for Otaku, really just taking care of business. An absolute monster on these past 2 maps, and most of the series as well.
You know, we usually pick a player of a match. I don't think we even need to discuss it. I think we all.
I mean, you talk about player of the match.
CrypticForce.
It was CrypticForce, guys. He's always the MVP. No, for real though, Smugs.
He
Insane.
just played an incredible series. I've never seen such an incredible performance. He dominated. I'll say it, like, those last couple of maps early on, he dominated. Like, he played the performance he needed. This was a payback for Zuby's DDoS.
I don't know about that. I mean, we gotta just before as love that. I know we're congratulating Smugs and Otaku, but what a season Solo Cup had. I mean, early on they didn't have that. They were having a good season. The whole Yeti dab thing really propelled them. Just hats off to Solo Cup. Such an incredible season. And last season they made it pretty far, but this season they made it even further. And season 3 Solo Cup could be just mean if that's gonna be a thing. But hats off to them all.
Yeah, hats off to them all. Actually, I think they did play in 7 seasons. If I recall correctly, it was Silver Cup versus Havoc. It was me and Cab casting, and there was.
And I was on DPS because one of our DPS didn't show up for the game.
Yeah,
Smile.
And I think the most memorable thing from that game for me was, "Oh my God, I want you to do me."
Yeah, the classic line Cab phrased. But yeah, enough about us though. Like Otaku playing.
They played.
I think they're so good. They're so good, and depending on who they play, Gravity or Harmony, I gotta think Otaku really just has what it takes to take on either one of those teams.
I definitely think my ideal final is gonna get banned from Gravity versus Otaku. I think those are my dream finals right there. Like, I would love to see the DPS duels between Vels and Orsted, assuming he can make it. But never mind, he's a brick player, so yikes. So that'd be my ideal final. I'm not sure what your ideal final would be.
I agree. I mean, yeah, I'm happy with any of them, really, any of the choices. But to see Yojak and NPC go at it when the Ryan duels, if there's a thing, or and really any of the matchups really would be exciting to see. But again, Solo Cup, hell of a job. Hashtag splash. Proud of you guys.
Yeah, they played well, and we should be moving over to the Harmony Chaos game versus Gravity.
Yes, we will. They're currently locked in map 3 right now, or map 5 actually. So we're just kind of waiting for them to get to a stopping point to where we can join up with them. But again, we're going to be moving over to the Gravity Havoc match, and I'm kind of going to be updating stats here while that is going on. So we're going to be taking a quick break while we're resetting right now. Again, congratulations, Otaku. You'll be in the finals next weekend. Chaos is up 3-2 in this map. We are going to Paris next, and we are going to be going back to your casters, Kingdom and CrypticForce. I'm sorry, Kingdom Force.
Kingdom Force. Yeah, there we go. We got
Force,
it correct.
baby. Or Mighty Bear, or Kingdom Bear.
No.
Anyway, 3-2. Harmony and Chaos are now currently up. As you can see, Paris is going to be the next final map play. If Gravity can pull this off, it will go to a map 7, which you just witnessed, as Smug's really just decimating SOLOCUP at the end there on the Nefara. I mean, that was just crazy.
Well,
but let's focus our attention.
Yeah,
I mean, let's focus our attention here. We didn't get to see too much of this match since we were casting the previous one. They're not too sure exactly who's been what the story has been, but just judging from the Havoc Gravity match we've seen last week, is Gravity having that killer bunker comp. And this map, especially on first point defense, bunker is the way to go.
Yep, bunker's really good here. This is gonna be interesting because we do have gonna open up a lot more possibilities, like besides goats here, for this Gravity team to run, and we will actually be seeing DPS. Hold on a minute.
Heck? A DPS? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has been going on all night, but if you look at the side of Harmony and Chaos, they're basically replicating what Gravity did to Havoc.
You're the expert on that. I actually didn't catch that game because I was watching the Otaku Wild F4 game.
I mean, yeah, this is exactly what Gravity was doing to Havoc, this comp. That was just so frustrating to deal with the Torb and the Bastion being played.
Now,
here,
see,
so
I'd like to
put
your attention to something real quick. We won't be seeing NPC on the main tank. We'll be seeing at Dimtree on the main tank on the Winston here.
Yeah, NPC was on off tank as well last week, so he has been playing a little bit of Diva. Trying not to imagine NPC wearing a Diva outfit, by the way.
Please do not put that picture in my head. Oh. Moving on. We're gonna see Orsted of his patented Sombra. I know it all too well that his Sombra is a pain, and I hate him for it. I don't hate him, but this is gonna. I think what we're gonna try to do is I think we're gonna go try and break the bunker here as they dive in. Shadow Fear does get cut off here. He does drop really low here, but this dive is actually looking like it's been moderately successful as they say that NPC falls, and it's just gonna be time for a reset here.
Look at Orsted right now. Maxix looking for Orsted.
Looking for him. and he throws it right back down. But Dimtree goes down to Garbaggio.
And we'll see exactly. Orsted almost has his EMP ready to go, already at 78%.
And look at this. They're gonna give a Nanoblade. They're gonna give this Nanoblade EMP, and we're just gonna go wipe a fight here. That's what I think they should be going for, because I think just building a bunch of ults here and wiping a bunker is the best way to approach it. And Maxix, he is hunting him down here, so that means it's technically a 5v6 on the bunker right now. And Orsted, he was just trying to dodge it, but I think they saw his translocator.
Yeah, he's having a hard time figuring out where to put this translocator. Maxix still on the hunt right now. A bit silly watching these two people try to avoid each other, or cat and mouse. I mean, so now that Orsted does have his EMP available, we are going to be seeing the EMP Nanoblade, as we saw last week, how Gravity attacked when they're playing against Havoc. So right now it's the same Gravity as we saw last week.
Yeah, and this is also how SOLOCUP's attacked. Maxix, he is really trying to put pressure on Orsted. He is not letting him do what he wants.
Yeah, I mean, Orsted's having a lot of trouble getting anywhere near that fight. Maxix on the full security guard mode.
And this is exactly what you want to do against the Sombra. You don't want them to. You don't want them in the fight. You want them just to be completely out of a fight, zoned out, getting zero value. Does get Tank Club here, and this is just a clean wipe here. I don't really agree with that ult. Oh, that was it. Ooh, Garbaggio does get Orsted, but that Valk, it's a bit yikes. It's just.
Well, if anything, I think they use it just to stall, and I think he might be switching to a different character. Because the stall was pretty decent, only capping with roughly going to be about a minute 15 seconds most likely. and we're gonna see a switch possibly to goats, perhaps, or oh no, they're still playing DPS. What is this?
From my understanding, Harmony and Chaos actually does not play goats.
Really? Okay, that's
Yeah,
weird.
that was.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit weird, but I can respect it at the same time. You want to have fun. Yes, heroes. I won't. I'm not an evil person. Well, completely evil, but we are gonna see this dive continue from Gravity here. So interesting.
Yeah, Orsted and Maxix have been going at it all map so far, just dueling it out. And here goes yet another duel, as Orsted manages to escape, and Maxix is continuously on that hunt for
Yeah,
Orsted.
Maxix has been doing a good job at stunning him out. You feel like it would be Danklub's job, but but NPC!
Big bomb!
Oh, NPC, this just absolute. I don't even know what to say. Absolute Chad out diva, best diva in the community.
Yep, try thinking about NPC wearing the diva outfit again.
Yeah, okay, yeah, please, no.
Love you,
But
NPC.
Steve Buscemi does come back on the ball, does fall, but Blade will come out from Belson here. He does get 2, but he does die to a Molten Core here. And I do know Vels and Blades are kind of a meme here, but it's just, they're just trying to do everything they can to stall it out. Danklub is just here, just trying to stall it out. Velson will be coming back out onto this ball. And they will hack Steve, and we'll be able to pressure him down here. And they do have a Reaper here. We're just trying to do everything they can. Maxix falls, but he does get Dimitri here. And they're just doing everything.
Does get hacked as well. Garbaggio doing anything he can to stall time. Garbaggio does get taken down, uses his recall, and Sombra's still just kind of hunting people down. Throws a translocator, but doesn't get much
beat
out of it.
off. But
Does hack
NPC has
Danklub.
another bomb here, so he can just go quickly throw up another bomb here. Just go try and wipe him here.
What he's gonna do.
Bomb comes out here, doesn't get Steve, but Bubbers does. And Maxix, he's just going and they're trying to do some damage. Lucio gets hacked and there's not much you can do. Race FPV falling, and Shadow can't even touch a point.
And well played on the side of Gravity. Same thing we kind of saw them do to Havoc when it comes to offense. They kind of just will wait and build up these ults, especially the EMP and Strike then. And till then, they kind of just poke. Try not to let the enemy team get too much ult charge out of it, though they will eventually get it over time. Gravity does a really good job of taking advantage.
Yeah, this is what I like about Gravity. You're taking your time, and that's how I think you really should play against Bunker, in my opinion. You take your time. It's not something that needs to be rushed. You take your time, you play it patiently. You just wait for that opportune moment when you have all 6. You don't even need all 6. You just need a couple ults to break that Bunker, and you're on to second point. And I think that's how you should play it, and Gravity played it fantastically.
I mean, there's a reason that these two teams are number 1. Harmony, Chaos, and Gravity have been going on for so long, back and forth, as we've seen. This possibly could go to a map 7 if Gravity is able to pull this one out. And with 3 minutes 15 seconds on the time bank, Gravity's looking good right now.
Oh boy, another map 7. This is Susie, so everything. But really looking forward to another map 7. Smile.
Yeah, smile. My throat definitely doesn't hurt. Smile.
Oh yeah, I'm totally not having like chest pains because I've been struggling to breathe. So
let's look at the side of Gravity here, going for the Orsted on the Ashe instead of the Bastion. A little something different we haven't really seen too much of going in from the Havoc game last. But they do have NPC back on the main tank, Orisa and Velson on the Torbjorn.
Yeah, Velson on the Torbjorn. I haven't seen Torbjorn here, but
oh, he's nasty on the Torb for sure.
Oh yeah, he's a projectile player. He's really good at AoE projectile. I kind of meme.
Garbaggio taking a lot of damage right there, but already
Maxix does give a turret down. Dimitri does clean up Steve on the hack, but Orsted does get hacked here. Bit of an odd hack target, but Velson does get Garbaggio. Velson is just he's just a good Torb. I'm sorry for downing him. He is anti. He's a bit low. I think he was going for a hammer kill there.
Oh wait. BM.
Oh wait, did I see a bag?
Did you see a bag? Did you really? And Cav is in the game, and you saw a bag?
Yeah, I think
it's getting a little saucy here in this Harmony versus Gravity game. The sauce is spilling as Garbaggio is currently taking a nap right now in the back line.
He does take a nap, but Steve Buscemi is a bit low, and he's just trying to play point, but Danklub does get X rush, and Steve does clean up at Dimitri's Baby Diva, but it's just going to be a clean wipe here.
Oh, but if you look at the chat right now, Miki Mish did give Gravity, I believe, all her energy. So
Oh, I would
that-
like some of that energy, thank you. Be of a cast.
So let's look at this. 6.5 minutes for the offense to push right now,
Yeah, but
and they have a chance to snowball this really.
Yeah, we really do here, and that would be a 3-minute time bank difference, roughly, for Harmony and Chaos if we were to get it. A bit of a questionable shield placement, in my opinion, from MPC. And this is questionable here. Coalescence will come out, and they do have a lot of ults come into this. They do have a Nano Blade here, but they don't have a defensive support on the side of Gravity here to go try pull something out here. Rush does get a res onto Orset here. Garbagio's on NPC. Nano Blade does come out. Bob does come out from Dimtree. He's trying to go zone out of a blade, but he does get Shadow Fear. But Tank Club doesn't get much of a blade here. And a Nano Torb. I love this so much. And Nelson, he does get Tank Club here. He gets Steve.
Takes out Steve as well.
Oh, Fresh Nuts.
Oh, Fresh Nuts.
Yes.
And Velzen just cleaning up house with Torbjorn. And, you know, people who say Torbjorn's a throw pick clearly haven't seen Torb at his potential. As Velzen currently just trying to get a nice turret placement going there. And 5 minutes, 25 seconds remaining on the clock for the Harmony and Chaos attack. And remember, if Harmony and Chaos can just get this point with a good bit of time here, they do have a chance to close this one out.
Oh,
they
yeah,
really do. I mean, this is totally winnable for Harmony. Even though Velzen is playing out of his mind in the Torb, it's very winnable for Harmony.
Yeah, they do have an EMP, but that's kind of their win condition, a big EMP to go get him there. Garbagio does get slept, and he's anti-and going to get shredded here. So I'm not sure if they want to commit the EMP to a fight where they're already down one. Velzen does get a bit low, but they are able to keep him up. Denklup does get Orset here. Orset pops Bob. It gets Max erase FPV, and Dimtree kills up at Shadow Fear. Not at Shadow Fear. And Orset... Yeah, triple bob. I think that's one of the first triple bobs I've seen.
I mean, the DPS combo of Orset and Velzen can be so suffocating for any team, and I think especially if Otaku will be playing them, if this is a possibility,
Yeah,
it's going to be scary for Otaku to see how they're going to handle things.
Yeah, and Velzen, he's got that molten core, so they got something here. We're still relying on that EMP. Velzen is playing a bit away from a team here. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's just trying to find some different angles.
Big EMP.
It does come out, but the molten core does still come out. I think does try to zone it. NPC somehow does survive that encounter. He does drop dangerously low here. NPC does have bongos.
This could be a big bomb.
Dimitri, and it gets Garbagio, and NPC cleans up Steve Buscemi, and this is great for Gravity here. They use what? Just molten core, not really the greatest ult, my opinion, and bomb, and they win the fight. And now clocks are looking a bit. It's looking pretty good, all advantage, not all advantage wise, time bank wise, but Nano Blade will be coming up here. And
yeah, I mean the time bank is relatively even, but the difference between the time banks is when Gravity was on attack at 3:15, they were winning this. I mean at 3:15, a little bit before that, the fight was basically all about stall. Right now at 3:15, this fight is just getting started, and Gravity has not given an.
Yeah,
so this is very dangerous for Harmony.
Questionable shield placement. I think he must have just overshot it. But they do have Nano Blade here, and that could just set him up. I'm very curious if Denklub, how Denklub will do with it, because I know he didn't get too much. He does get lit on fire. Nano does come out, but I don't know who it hit, but Denklub gets those. Denklub gets Orset, but TPS duo is down. There's not much left here, and the Mercy, I can see Rush gets very low here, and it's just going to be Harmony and Chaos starting to take this point. NPC will be swapping onto Wrecking Ball. Orset will be onto his signature Tracer, and they're just gonna go try and stall this point out here. I'm not sure how well it's gonna go. Velzen does kill Raze FPV's lamp here, but there's not much kills going wide.
And Velzen will be using his ultimate here, trying to clear out as much room as he can with his ult.
But Bummers is back on his
in a really bad situation. He might fall here. He does. Danklub will get taken out by, or Danklub killed. Wait, hold on. Danklub killed Bummers with Torb turret.
Deflect.
Yeah.
Nano does come out. NPC does get slept, but Max is with attack visor. gigantic kills, and NPC falls, and it's just Tracer, Lucio on point. Grab comes out here, doesn't get any of them. Lucio gets anti on point, but Tracer is keeping this alive. Orsted, who is back, Bubbers is back on Miss Winston here, just trying to do everything in their power to keep his point going here. Bubbers, he's going onto a backline here, he's trying to zone out Shadow Fear. Shadow is so low, Shadow will fall here, remain support down for Harmony and Chaos here, and it's just Stall coming out from Gravity, pulling it back right now. We're starting to get numbers here. NPC, he's alive, he's just gonna spin to win here, he's just gonna go try and knock him out of the lamp. And
what a hold from
are
Gravity
you kidding
right
me,
now.
Gravity? How do you do that?
Just like that. It's a step-by-step bod right there for you. Put Orsted on Tracer, and the whole enemy team dies. I mean, there's no Tracer in the league that's better than Orsted's. And with all the attention in the community, sorry, Smile. Orsted is just so hard to take down with NPC spinning on point as well, taking the distraction. Velzen's completely free to do whatever he wants, and as well as the torp turret is not even being touched for most of the time. So this is being played really, really, really well by Gravity.
And NPC is getting very close to his minefield. But Danclub has that blade here. It's going to be up to Danclub to get. They are going to burn the lamp really early here. NPC, he's going to go in there. He's going to go try and cause some chaos. He will drop mines there. I'm not sure how much he'll get with it. Orsted does get Race. Race is down. They're already up, man. This is last fight. They don't really have much time to reset here.
Orsted, they got enough time. I think they have time for one last fight, but either way, this could spell map 7.
Oh, but Carpaccio! Oh, he's down. This is
really
devastating for Harmony and Chaos here. I think we're going to see a map 7 here. To my throat's dismay here, but we have this blade from Danclub. He's gonna have to hit a hero blade if he have any chance of pulling this out. Visor's gonna come out. They will drop a nano visor. Bomb will come out from Dimitri here. Danclub gets slapped.
Bubbers!
Bubbers the hero, but those against race FPV. I'm not sure what they can do here. Dimitri gets max. They can't even touch the point. We're going to the map
7. Smile. I'm just kidding. No. In all honesty, though, these playoffs, absolutely. How many game 7s have we had? In these playoffs.
I think this is 4. I think this is map 7.
4 or 5.
Oh.
Really? Personally, I think it was 4 or 5. Unless he was again from Danclub. But while you do the math, Danclub really playing well in the Genji. Cortez gets sleeped at the end by Bubbers on that last pursuit effort on the blade, the kind of Hail Mary blade they were going for. And Bubbers played it really, really well, playing out of the LOS, causing the dash from Danclub to not really even make it there.
If I am correct here, this is number, because, correct me if I'm wrong, meta rechecks are started for map 7. SOLOCUP versus Otaku was map 7. Gravity versus Havoc was a map 7. And Harvey versus Gravity is now a map 7. Is that correct on that?
I think that's correct, yeah.
Yeah, so this is our 4th one in this playoffs. Yeah, this has been an incredible playoffs, and I hope for the finals we get another map 7. That would obviously be a record because I don't think we had best of 7 last playoffs. So it's great playoffs so far.
I'm not sure. I don't really remember too much about last season when it comes to that. But this season has been the best playoffs I've ever witnessed. I mean,
my memory for last season's playoff boils down to, is it quarterfinals? Was it quarter or semis versus Jacaris at the time versus Silence, which is now Gravity, and I think it was probably close to every team fight. A certain Orsted hacked me almost every fight. Oh, that was a brutal series.
Unlucky.
I have nightmares for that. I have nightmares for that game.
So on the side of Gravity, there aren't going to be any kind of substitute. They're going to be continuing the roster, continuing the lineup they had with Paris, and on the side of Harmony, they're still discussing things. But with Lijiang Tower, seeing how Smugs dominate with the Pharah, do you think there's going to be a Pharah in the future?
I think I don't know too much about Harmony and Chaos. Handy coming in, but I do think Velson can play Pharah. I'm not sure how good it is. But I imagine it'd be pretty good.
Out.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be pretty good because we've seen. I'm sorry, I'm dying. I'm like actually dying. Yeah,
you need to go get some water. I can take over for a little bit, buddy.
I just took a drink, so I'm fine. Mama didn't raise a quitter. Velzen, he can play the Genji. He can play the. He if it's projectile, I'm pretty sure he can play it.
I think you know, this is the last map for one team here. After this map, it's over for someone's season, and I think this might be CrypticForce's last map of his life. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. And like we saw SoloCUP finishing up on this map, we are going to see Harmony, Chaos, and Gravity starting up on this map. So this is what we're going to be seeing. Very, very intricate map, even on both sides. Really, it's matching on both sides. What do you think Gravity needs to do to show up against Harmony here?
I think Goats could be a good call here, but as we did talk about before, we'll be seeing Velzen on Visfera, and I'm very curious to see how it goes. Oh, it does kind of look like they're leaning towards Goats. Maybe I'm seeing. Maybe I'm just taking a shot, man. I made it.
Everybody,
I said Goats when it was clearly not Goats. So.
And we are not going to be seeing Goats here. Thank the Lord. But Maxix will be on that Sombra, as well as Garbaggio will be on the Soldier. Could cause Velzen a lot of trouble in the air. So we're going to see how this one is going to be played by them.
And actually, on another note, didn't Maxix just have recently PC issues? I'm sorry about that.
I'm not too sure.
But yeah, anyway, this is just going to be Velzen.
NPC's in a really bad situation right now. He needs to get out of there.
Shadowfear is also in a pretty bad position, but Dimitri will fall here, and this is just going to look like it will be a reset. Ooh, Velzen goes down really low here to Garbaggio. He will trade with Garbaggio here, but Maxix will clean up Bubbers, and that's going to be a one fight here. Yeah, looking at it positive. If you're rooting for Gravity back there, you got one thing going for you right now. They don't have a defensive support ult. There's nothing they can do to stop this Genji blade they're now going to swap to. There's nothing. You pop that blade, you pop that grab, there's nothing. If you get most of them, you probably win that fight.
I mean, both can be said on either side. Neither team has a defensive ult.
Which is a bit odd. We may see Rush swap once he pops Valk, would be my guess. I guess it's pretty close to a defensive support ult. But Bubbers goes down to Maxix. But they give a res off, but Orset is down as well. And this is going to probably force a reset for Gravity. And Steve Buscemi, he's going to drop a shatter. And it's going to be gigantic. Steve Buscemi with a gigantic shatter. I'm not sure how well he's been playing throughout the series, but right there is worthy of a great play right there.
Let's just assume he's been popping off. Steve Buscemi having the game of his career.
He's been putting this Harmony of Chaos team on his back.
And it's been an entire Steve Buscemi show at this point, as he continues to lay onslaught, I think.
Yeah, we think. But NBC, he's getting close. So, we gotta keep an eye on that. Rush?
Uh-oh. Steve Buscemi is sleeping right now.
Oh, we're gonna see an analyzer come out. It's gonna get to me. Was in a position where he wouldn't matter. We're gonna come out. That's 3 ults. That's 4. That's a 4K for Garbaggio.
If you're on the side of Harmony right now, that was every single ult you had, except for Shatter, which you don't have yet. And if you look on the side of Gravity, you have 4 ults available, 2 DPS ults, a Nano, and a Shatter.
Orset does give a really early kill on the Maxix. They got Rush. He can speed boost right on into here. Just go try and take a fight early here. If they are going to try and go for an Aiden Bear, try and get early. Nano Blade's going to come out. They're going to go right for Garbaggio. Down goes Garbaggio. Handy Fab will go as well. NPC will get Steve Buscemi, and Mosa will get Reset PV. And
breathe, man, breathe.
Whew.
Take another sip of water, buddy.
I don't need it. Actually,
okay, but like I was like before, you know, this became one fight territory, but with all those ults available to Gravity, it would take almost a throw not to win that team fight, which they did manage to pull off. Orset still does have his McCree ult available, as Steve Buscemi does still have Shatter available. So I think right now it's up to Steve Buscemi to clear the space, get NPC out of the way for them. Velzen takes out Garbaggio, and that was kind of mean. Kind of toxic, if you ask me.
Yeah, ooh, and Orset gets Maxix.
Yeah, the dominant DPS duo continue to show up as this could possibly spell danger.
They continue to show you why we're the best DPS duo of the community.
Oh, easy.
Velzen gets Steve. Ooh, Shadowfear is a bit low, but he may get out. Garbaggio also gets a bit low, but he gets a mega help. But NPC gets swept. He'll be woken up and will be able to make it out. And they're getting close to that beat. We're gonna now have a defensive support all for a name of Gravity, and we're gonna solo grab. We're gonna solo grab Steve. We're gonna solo grab him. We're just gonna shut him out of the game, and they're not gonna let him get any value. NPC does get hacked here, but a hack wears off, and he's getting close to his own Shatter.
And Maxix 82 to that EMP. And anytime we've seen Harmony and Chaos get an EMP, it's been rather quick that Harmony's been able to clean it up. On the side of Gravity, you see 5 ults coming online here. So it's really up to Gravity to play.
Ooh,
the
Bummer
system
still
they
get
want
hacked.
to.
He's in a bit of danger, but NPC help him out. But Steve has a shatter of his own. It's going to be up to him. Nanoblade does come out, but so does EMP. B comes out for Rush. He wasn't hit by the EMP. They did Nano Maxix here, but I'm not sure how much he was able to get. But Belzen with another 4K. Dimitri getting the cleanup kill in the Shadow Fear. Maxix should be able to get out.
And this is the end right here. Last fight right here. All that really Gravity has is, or excuse me, Harmony has is Garbaggio's ult and possibly.
They're gonna hack NPC. NPC is hacked. And so we have no shield, but Belzen gets worse NPC right off the start of the bat. Ben is just huge. NPC goes for a shatter. I don't think he gets anything. Orson does get Steve Buscemi, and it's just a grasp will come out from Dimitri, and Orson gets one with Maxis, and Belzen gets hand knife fab, and Rush get boots. I'm assuming Shadow Fear off the map, and this will be Gravity map 1 in this series.
Gravity map 1, and depending on what next map could be dangerous for Harmony. If it's Gardens, I think there's a possibility that Harmony could win, but if it is Control Center, I do believe NPC has the ability to take over games. Win being in oh well, I guess it doesn't matter now because it is Garden. Mile.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think right now, if they don't change the comp up, I would definitely look for a Goats approach or maybe even a quad DPS approach. If there was a side of Harmony. Harmony, I mean, they need to.
Harmony, Goat stuff. That's
No, I'm saying they need to not play Goats. They need to play like Dive or something.
Yeah. This is. I'm not sure how I feel about Ryan on this map. I definitely feel like Winston may be slightly better here.
And not to mention, this is triple tank coming out of Harmony right now.
Oh, this is a triple tank. Is this their attempt at Goats? Like, is this kind of like Goats? Like, am I actually right in saying this?
Oh, but Garbaggio misses his slam dizzy.
Oh, but Shadow Fear. Oh, he gets it. He kills most, and I think that Sleep Dart had a bit too much tranquilizer and an NPC point here. He does get hacked by Maxix here. Not much he can really do here. Maxix, he gets Orsted, and Hand Knife Fab falls to Bubbers, and this is just looking like. Gravity may have his first point here, but Garbaggio, he is trying to put some pressure on Dimitri here, but he does pop Personal Bubble. It's 2v1 versus Dimitri, and he will fall here. Steve Buscemi does get a charge kill on Hex Rush, and this is looking like Harmony Chaos is actually pulling it back. NPC, he's half HP. There's not much.
I mean, nobody's shooting Garbaggio. I've been watching his POV for quite some time, and he's been untouched most of this fight.
They do invest in Nano into NPC, and he has that shatter. But he gets slapped right off the bat. They do wake him though, but he can still swing. Orson pops his ult, but he gets killed by Garbaggio. Garbaggio with a hero play at this point that could have completely turned it. Steve Buscemi does get Rush again, and those got nothing out of this blade. Oh, that was the classic Belzen play, but NPC does get a guard Garbaggio. Someone finally realized he was causing an issue for. Grav comes out from Dimitri. Dimitri, what was that Grav?
Not too sure the grab there was the move. The Orson on the Tracer.
Orson gets Shadow. Are we actually pulling this back right now?
It's a possibility they could be bringing this back.
Rush will fall. No. Oh, that was almost incredible.
Oh, a little bit of. Anyways.
Yeah, we didn't see
Maxix does have EMP available here, and that could prove to be very useful, especially in the transition period between White and Point, as Garbaggio could get a really fat boop if he plays this way, which he is trying to size it up.
Ooh, NPC does get slapped. Which could... Oh no, Steve doesn't even have Shatter yet. But NPC, he has Shatter online. Ooh, but Transcendence has come out. Oh, but the big Shatter by NPC. Absolutely gigantic slam, and NPC's gonna go swinging there. He's just gonna go try and get on Shadow Fear. Go try and shut down their main support right now. Shut him out of the game. Shadow Fear is somehow staying alive for now, but NPC does finally clean him up with a nice, crisp Fire Strike. Oh, that was so satisfying to watch with that Fire Strike.
And let's on the side of Harmony, they still have that EMP available, as well as a support ult, or both support ults, and Garbaggio's ult as well. So let's see what Max is planning to do here.
He does have his EMP here, right? We're probably looking for something, but those he can see. Chevy Fat Fall map. I'm not sure if he was spooked. But Garbaggio, he got slapped. He got controlled all deleted right out of the game. But Orsted, he gets a bit low here, but he'll be fine here. Eva will be coming out from Hand-Eye Fab here. And this is looking like a Zarya-less Goats here.
Zariel is goats, to say the least. Maxix still sizing them up. Currently going to be going white as Harmony trying to change the fight up.
Yeah, Maxix, he's just looking for that ideal EMP here. He likes what he sees. He gets Dimitri, but he can't finish him. NPC pops Shatter, but I don't know. Did you see who Banana went out on? It went out to Dimitri here, and he's gonna throw a grab. Chevy, this is a big grab, and it's going to turn this fight around here. Garbaggio does get slept, but he does get woken. Shadow Fear does get the kill onto Orsted. This is starting to look winnable for Harmony Chaos, but Velsa, as I say that, Velsa gets killed in a handy fab, and Dimitri cleans up Garbaggio, and Shadow Fear...
but Shadow does get the shot off at the end there. I saw that was crazy.
Oh, but it's just all gravity right now on the point. We're going to go... 6. Oh, the series...
We are entering possible one-fight territory coming up sooner than later. And on the side of Gravity, they do have Velzen's ult coming online soon, and that Reaper ult could prove to be massive considering that Harmony Chaos is running triple tank. Still.
Maxix will swap to Pharah. I don't like this pick. Like, they don't have a Pharah, they don't have a Mercy Pocket for a Pharah, so they're gonna get really deleted and just slowly chip down as the fight goes on. So I'm not too big a fan, but as I say that, he gets bummers. That's a base support down for Gravity here. This is now looking a lot more winnable. It's just rushes. He gets Garbaggio, but NPC gets cleaned up by Steve. Oh, Steve, that's just huge. But Steve, you absolute monster, you mad lad. Go. This is how you know we're a good casting. We finish each other's sentence.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Anyway, but Maxix, I think, was watching Smugs play Pharah earlier on. And that's why he made the switch, because right now Pharah is basically uncontested if you look at the side. Orsted on the McCree, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, because
he did get really low there.
Yeah.
So it looks like I said here, but this is not. I would say it's not looking the greatest. But Maxix
knocks him into the hole, off the map. I mean.
That's what Maxix needs. We're starting to get close to that one-fight territory. This is what Harmony Chaos needs. Maxix needs to find more value right now. Well, more value than he's already found so far. He's going in. He's just going to go try and pepper that backline. Bummers does land a couple shots on him.
NPC
Maxix does fall desperately low. Maxix just has to pull out its last fight right now. Maxix just needs to get healed, pop that barrage, get some value. Rush will pop. Rush does pop it. Shatter comes out. Oh, it was gigantic. But an even bigger barrage and a big anti-grenade, and this is looking so winnable for Harmony Chaos.
But Orsted takes out Maxix. But I don't know if that's going to be enough.
But Harmony Chaos takes out the entirety of Gravity.
We'll see you later, Orsted. Take care, bud.
Yeah, bye, Orsted.
Yeah, and enjoy the fall, you know. And we are going to Control Center. Last point, semifinals winner goes to the championship, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I just want to say,
we're gonna find out what happens.
I just want to drop a quick PSA, this is a PSA. This is coming from me, Kingdom, and I'd imagine Ski would feel the same. Why'd you have to make every map like today so close? Like my voice.
Can you guys just blow each other out, please?
Like
make my job a lot easier.
This hurts my throat, man. But the dedication, just please, just blow someone out.
So here we go. Last map, last point. Game 7, championship or finals. A chance to appear in the finals. Championship game on the line.
It's all the marbles
community.
Here. Community, yeah, he said it. We can't get up for that, but the wall does come out. It does separate. But Steve gets slapped, and NPC gets a pin on the handicap, and he will fall on
picks up 2 there.
Yeah, he picks up 2. He just cleans it up. He was the trash man right there. He just took all their health bars and put them in the garbage can. As Gravity will get control of a point, and they also get control of his choke, which is just gigantic, especially when you have a Max does swap to a Widow here. Maybe try to get an early pick off here when they aren't expecting it. But it's a bit odd. Oh, he does swap to the Reaper here. But this May here will be very telling, but it does get a wall off. But they are still able to give a lamb through, so they are able to get a punishment through. Maxix, he's just trying to get an NPC's face, but NPC drops his Shatter. It's gigantic, but Maxix gets 2. He kills NPC and Melson. And Dimitri, he's separated from his team. He's trying to charge it. It's just Steve Buscemi. Oh, Steve is so low. And Dimitri gets Steve. But, then it still looks like Gravity will lose at point, Mo. Maxix, he is very low in anti here. He does finally get cleansed here. He will survive here. Tires coming out from Garbaggio here, and it gets 2. Bummers and Rush are both down. NPC is just going to be left to be staggered out, and he shall fall any minute. And Orsted, he's there, not sure how much, and Belzen will pressure him back.
And right now, it is all up to Orson and Velvet to take this fight currently. Both DPS have their ults ready to go here, as Maxix is building up to his ult as well. But I think this is right now Gravity's fight to lose, because they have every tool they need to take this fight.
Yeah, they have every tool they need to take this fight, but Blizzard is honestly probably all you'll need, because yet again, they only have a lamp to save themselves. Promise. But their lamp is gone. They did nano Steve, and NPC is a bad position, but Thousand gets handicap. That's going to be a big first pick. Beat will come out for Brush here. Beat, oh, so many ults. Oh, just press
Orson,
Q.
no!
Orson! But BM, I'll call that BM in my opinion. They were frozen. They couldn't do anything, so he just pops the high noon. Pretty sure he got a little satisfaction, because did he get Garbaggio with that?
I think he did.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit of payback from what happened to him on the last round when he tried to pop
the
my
ult
dude.
differential here right now. Bubbers and NPC.
Ooh, and that pin! Oh, Steve Buscemi, he will fall, and Shatter may come out here, but no, NPC, he's showing that discipline I've talked about earlier during this Solo Cups game. He realizes the fight's won, Shatter is not necessarily needed.
And now we will see what will happen, as they are still holding the choke here. And NPC Bubbers can combo for a big nano shatter or nano blade, or excuse me, basically nanoing the ride and letting the team do what they need to do. As the wall does come up.
It doesn't separate anyone, but it does slow him down. But Garbaggio, he gets next rush, but Shadow's gonna come out. It's gonna be gigantic. Bubble Grab comes out, and the time
Huge 4K by Garbaggio.
But 4K Garbaggio, and your Gravity, it sucks you lose the point here. It does, but this is the last fight.
Territory for Gravity if they're able to retake the point. But
they win the fight. I think they set themselves. 2 DPS ults. This male should put this series in play. And look, they're giving up the choke for free. They're gonna make them have to burn ults to fight for the choke here. And they have both support. They have both DPS ults. They're gonna have nano. They're gonna make it beat. Oh, look at Orset! Look at Orset! Orset, that's just huge. He's just gonna get it coming from above. He gets 5, my bad. This is the team kill. We're gonna see Gravity with finals. They will be back. Gravity will be back in the playoffs, back in the finals here. There's no, I don't think they'll be able to get back in time to touch. Handicap, they get one off. They won't be able to make it back. Gravity versus Otaku will be your finals. They will make it back.
I cannot believe it.
2 years in a row. Oh, please speak.
Wow. What an end to that game.
I don't even know who to call player bash. No, I'm just gonna give it to Orson from.
I'm gonna give it to Orson just for that last play.
Yeah, here it is. This is just so well executed.
Oh my gosh. NPC, let the man get a 6K.
Wait, what? Was that a bag?
No, he was just shaking his head up and down. He was.
Oh, okay, it looked like it.
Oh man, wow. We're shocked right here. I'm sure you all are too. And holy shit! I mean, what a play! And all credit goes to Harmony and Chaos for making it as far as they did. Last season didn't even make playoffs, but
no, we did. Maybe did.
Harmony and Chaos made.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we made playoffs last year.
Yeah,
because
sure, anyway,
my last Jacaris season, it was if Solo Cups, not Solo Cups, if Fighting Potatoes were to beat us, they would go to the playoffs. If not, Harmony and Chaos made it.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, they made it a lot further than they did last season.
Yeah, they did it. They made it a lot further.
We will see Gravity and Otaku in the championship finals for the community.
Community, yeah. This was a long night for me.
I'm jumping in here now, guys. I have to say this has been one of the most ridiculous nights of Overwatch I've ever seen. So hands down,
I will pack that save it up.
Yeah, incredible from both teams. Guys, our finals are set for season 2. It is Gravity and Otaku. Gravity, the old guard with the 2 DPS mains that everybody generally fears, and we have Otaku, the new guys coming in. It's preseason champions as well. Otaku. I'm gonna give early picks here, guys. Just tell me, what do you think? Who's gonna take that match?
I like what I saw from Otaku today. I think we can all agree. Otaku played very hard. They gave everything they had into going to that finals. They wanted it. They worked for it so hard. But I just gotta give it to Gravity. I know every old guard, everyone fears them, but there's a reason why they're feared. I know we talked. I believe we talked about on the IRS how they had a legacy for choking. They kind of had I want to say like a chip on their shoulder. Playoffs. Like everyone said, oh, we're gonna choke. They won't make it past the first round. Crap like that.
Breathe.
But Gravity, I think they're gonna go prove I think we're gonna beat Otaku in another map 7, and I'll stand by that.
And here is why Gravity's gonna win. Because Ski Free Yeti said they were sandbagging.
Yeah,
and
this is my fault.
Said,
Thanks, guys.
yeah, this is your fault.
It's always your fault.
You said yourself that Gravity was sandbagging for so long.
They were
not going to be ready. They were sandbagging, but you said that they weren't going to be ready for the playoffs because they've been sandbagging so long that they haven't placed.
Yeah, really well, you're welcome, Gravity.
So clearly, Ski Free player of the game.
All right, so guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Again, make sure you guys tune in on Monday for the Iris. It is going to be a good podcast as we preview the finals coming up next week. Stay tuned for an announcement on the time for that. Otherwise, that is all we have today, guys. Special thanks, Kingdom and Cryptic. You guys stuck in there for 9 maps tonight. You guys are rock stars. Thank you so much. Please give them as much love as you can in the chat. And then most importantly, everybody, on behalf of everybody in the Tranquility community, thank you very much for tuning in. And we will be seeing you guys next week for the finals.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/KingdomOW. Smile.
Yeah, it's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind combined with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some more job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting with a forgotten soul, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fold. I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she holding shit. Talk to close, I ain't stopping though. It's hip hop, you know, or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' on. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't so let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you.